watch with history only who's in trouble, who's in top, who's in the bubble. History only who's in trouble, who's in top, who's in the bubble. This. The Observer. History only who's in trouble, who's in top, who's in the bubble. History only who's in trouble, who's in top, who's in the bubble. The Observer.
Like trolling someone dying, but basically that's what I took from it. Like he was testing to see, because I don't know why you would do it, but obviously if you're poorly and you're going through stuff and your mind's already all over the place, you're probably not thinking rationally anyway. But I think he just wanted to see what their reaction would be if somebody did say something like that, because he didn't necessarily trust that it was real love.
Because when he went into the Discord and he commented, apparently they'd all comment and stuff like that, but unless he commented in the Discord, no one said anything to him. Apparently.
I didn't say it was okay. I'm not saying anything on the subject. I'm just explaining what I've interpreted he meant from the situation. I'm personally not gonna comment on whether I think it's right, wrong, or whatever. It's completely down to
him, and like it's how he felt and stuff like that. Like, do you know what I mean? It's not.
Do you think that that's him like using it as a cop out, or he genuinely that is what it reason?
That's another thing, Jake. I can't speculate on something like that because I've never been through something like that.
My mum had breast cancer, and she would never do something like that. Like that. I just don't. I can't see.
Yeah.
Like it's just that would just. It just doesn't. I just can't comprehend. I know it's a different person, but she would never. My uncle, he passed from cancer, and he would never have done that either.
Yeah, I lost a family member not too recently due to cancer, and obviously it did really upset me and bothered me, and that's why I'm saying I don't think I'm not going to comment on whether I think it's right or wrong, because I'm just not going to judge him for anything he's done during that time, because I don't know.
I'm the same minded thing. Like, we don't know, right, what someone like mind state or anything like that is when they're going through something like that.
I think it's wrong.
He could have been really in a dark space or whatever. Like, we don't know.
Yeah, he would have been. I think it's wrong, but you know, that's just my opinion. You not whatever. But obviously, if he's taken accountability and apologised or whatever, then what else can he do?
Listen, on this app, I'm not being funny. There's been people on this app that have faked their own death twice.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
and are still being fucking like, I still have followers and still have. Do you know what I mean? And still come into people's boxes and have conversations. Do you get what I mean? And stuff. So I'm not going to sit here. Like I said, obviously I don't know anything. Like Daniel said shit on me when he was in the boxes with Canadian Energy. Do you know what I mean? But I'm not going to hold it against him because I know what that environment was like.
Yeah, he's not the worst. He's not the worst.
It's talk like, Jake. I'm not gonna lie. It's talk like when you step away from it, and you step away from that toxic environment, and it is full of paranoia and mistrust and everything like in there, like it was, and everything else, and like it was just so heavy. But when you step away from it, you feel so much lighter. And you start feeling so much calmer and stuff like that. So like, I just don't know.
Because I used to sometimes watch her and I'd listen to you. I'm like, oh my god, I hate this bitch. No, I don't hate this bitch. You know what I mean? Like, and like, I said this to you. I said like, what is she chatting? And it's the same. You just got wrapped up in things and you said some things that weren't very nice or whatever. But then I said this to you the other day on the phone, or whatever. But yeah, you're such a nice person. I think that community is really toxic, and you get wrapped up into it. But you're actually a nice person. Once you step away from it, Do you know what I mean?
Like, you just, like I even turned around and said, like, I've
Thanks, George.
to make it make sense, has got near enough every fucking clip from every live. And I've seen some of the old stuff with him. I look at it and I don't even recognise myself, Jake.
Yeah, no, you would never say stuff like that now.
That's not me. Well, it is me, obviously, do you know what I mean? But that's like the really negative, the not nice side of me, the one like that's just really dragged down with everything.
It's the same though with like people that were in Delulu's live, like they come away and they've taken a step back and they're like, oh my god, what the hell did I used to say? Like you know, Lala and just no, I don't know if she's gone back on it or whatever, but and Capiche, but obviously she's gone back on it as well. But Lala said that she's embarrassed and she's ashamed of what she used to say and things like that. And do you know what I mean? So when you get in that community, I can kind of see how it becomes, and you just kind of get wrapped up into it.
It's really weird. Like, it's a really weird thing to try and explain.
No, but
Do you know what I mean? But like, I look at myself and that. When I look at that, them times of it, it's like the really negative, the nasty side of me. That's there a lot of the time. Pardon, Teresa?
It's like being in a cult. Like, you see people that talk about being in a cult, and then once they've left, and at the time...
Yeah, but it's like losing the moral compass, but I try and still keep the moral compass, if that made sense. And it was trying to fight... It was kind of trying to fight what I actually truly believed on, and I try and speak it, right? But then still maintain a friendship with this person that I thought was a friend.
Can I,
Do you know what I mean?
Can I say what I think about it, yeah?
Yeah.
To me, it come across like everybody who was in the box was continuously like fighting for their place to be like around CA in a sense, or like felt like at any point they'd be dropped. It was so obvious there was no trust between the friendships of anybody in the boxes.
No, but I never felt like that.
You just done you, fair point. I think that was pretty obvious. But in regards to, I think in regards to the Daniel thing,
yeah, like they were like
there's nobody
competing.
checking in on him, because to me, that is, in my opinion, you guys might not agree watching or being in the boxes, but that's a cry for attention for people to then discuss, oh my God, is he not here? And then for people's emotions to come forward and stuff like that. Like, I've spoke to Daniel before, he's been nice to me, but I still have an opinion of this that I feel like it was for attention, and I don't think it's a normal thing to do. Whether he's too wrapped up in TikTok and stuff like that, it's not normal. Like, that's genuinely like something that somebody should go to therapy for, to like speculate that they're no longer here and like get into box. It's not normal behaviour. Like, if I was sick now and you guys found out, and I speak to you two every day, and you found out that I was commenting on a trial account saying that I'm not here anymore, getting in boxes and putting vile things about myself, what would you say to me?
Get your bumps red.
But I agree there. I think they were all competing to be her second in command.
Yeah, it's like Hunger
Sky,
Games.
yeah, like Sky, Maddie, also Kaden, Dangel, Ricochet, and Paul. I think they were all like competing, and you got that Scotty one as well. I think they were just competing.
I mean, I will say, and obviously it's only based on my opinion on what I see, like everybody else. I don't feel like Paul was, because as a viewer, I feel like I could tell when Paul felt uncomfortable, and I feel like there were, particularly in the later weeks and months, there were more occasions when Paul wasn't in the box, which to me spoke volumes in the fact that he didn't want to be in the box at times like that.
I like Paul.
In Paul as well.
Also, my issue as well with that, I find with like Daniel, is when they were mocking the baby loss thing, and they were all in the box. Like, a few of them were in the box. I don't know if he was saying anything.
Disgusting.
Was
I don't know if he was
in
saying
the box
anything.
with
Yeah.
But I think it was like him, like Jodie, Lee, like EQ Minx. They were all like just.
Was Paul in the box
Italians.
then?
Pardon?
Was Paul in the box then?
Oh no, not Paul.
Not Paul.
Daniel.
Yeah, I was going to say Paul wouldn't have been in the box. So like, I'm a bit up in arms I'm a bit iffy with Paul, because I can't remember who. I don't know if it was your live, Jelly, or someone else's live. I think it might have been Lisa's, actually, to be fair. Lisa that just come in. I think it might have been Lisa's live.
Wait, Kales, can everybody who's watching please send a heart me, whether you like anybody in the boxes or not? Jelly really deserves it, and she's a great little pink head human being. So please send heart me's, guys.
Like I like Lisa. I like Lisa. Do you know what I mean? And I find her funny.
I love Lisa.
And basically I was in the box, and now I don't watch, right? People used to think I must have watched TikTok all the time, to do the FYPs and stuff. I didn't. I was very rarely on during the day, and Canadian Angie would collect most of the FYP clips, and they would just put in like an area in Discord where I'd go and get them and screen them. Do you get what I mean? So this one day, I think it was Lisa's box. I'm in Lisa's box and I'm talking and I'm having a laugh with a group of people. And Top Girl comes in and asks me a question about Cockapoo and why I was so like hard on her and stuff. And I gave me a reason and they explained. And that was that. Well, the next thing you know, I got a message and it was like, I was in the doghouse basically for being in that box. Because apparently the people that I was having a laugh with were all friends and followers of Red.
Thank you, Frenchie.
Oh, that was so pretty.
Oh, look at that.
Wow.
Thank you so much, Frenchie.
Big up, Frenchie.
Oh.
I
Yeah,
didn't.
they were all apparently
That's
followers of
interesting.
Red. And I got told that if I sat in particular areas, I could be got at because I sat with Canadian Angie. But I hadn't experienced that in the box. Everyone was nice to me. And it was Paul that I told her was in them boxes.
It's
You know what
just
I mean? And then the day that I went up in Top Girl's box, after apparently Top Girl and her had had that falling out, yeah? I'd been in Michelle's live and been talking to Top Girl from the comments, and Paul was in the comments. And he'd been in the live the night before, obviously I hadn't been in there. So, if there'd have been such an issue with talking anything, my thoughts would have been, if you're a friend of anything and you're another fellow mod anything, you would have messaged me and said, hang on a minute, are you not aware what's going on between Top Girl and Canadian Angie? Last night, do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because I was just talking to Top Girl as normal.
Yeah.
And then later on that day, I went into the box, into Top Girl's box, and all hell broke loose 10 minutes after I got out of the box.
Thank you, Raspberry, and thank
In the
you for the
Discord.
box.
But I had no knowledge of what had gone on the night before. But Paul did. And Paul had seen me in the comments because he said hi to me. Do you get what I mean? So to me, I kind of have... I have my own little feelings on that. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't think he's nearly a bad person at all.
But didn't
But I
have
have
the
my own-
best intentions in that situation.
Yeah.
Hey, Jimmy. Thank you, Dylan.
I kind of felt like he snaked me. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, but then as you said, like, you don't know what his thoughts and opinions of you were in that environment, because from what I know of you, and we've spoke a hell of a fucking lot, do you know what I mean, over a few months now, and it's all been off the app, really. Like, he might have not liked you. You never know, do you know what I mean? Because
Which is fine.
yeah, of course, yeah. But like,
But I generally like Polyphony and it upset me, do you know what I mean? Because I felt like, hang on a minute,
Hey,
you kind of fucking... You could have said something, mate, do you know what I mean? Because I would have done. If I'd have saw any of the mods, if I'd have been in that live that night and I'd have saw any of the mods, you know what I mean, being dead friendly and stuff, if what was said was said, do you get what I mean?
yeah.
I would have turned around and inboxed in private and said, have you not been about? Did you not see what happened last night? And I'd explained the situation.
They knew you hadn't been around as well, right?
Yeah.
Because you was gone for quite a long period of time.
I was gone for, like, I told him about my dad obviously being ill and stuff, and I had other stuff going on. Because the day that I actually went into the box was the fucking day of my nan's anniversary of her passing. Do you know what I mean? So, and she was fully aware of what was going on in my private life. And I told her I probably wouldn't be on the app as much because my patience would be even thinner than what it normally is. and people could get it in the net that don't necessarily deserve to get it in the net. You know what I mean? Because I'm feeling negative and I'm feeling upset and sensitive and whatever else. I didn't want to be taking it out on people, so I withdrew from the app.
So I remember going into a live, it was obviously a while ago now, and there was a discussion about where you were. But I didn't like religiously watch CA. Like, I've genuinely been in there about 10 to 15 times. And people were talking about where you'd gone.
But I'd also been ill as well between Christmas and New Year. I was really poorly. And I saw that.
I noticed a change, a complete switch in how she treated you. I can't remember what had happened.
I know exactly what happened. I went into Michelle's live and turned around and said that if Delusive had set it up with Levi and Sophie, then she was a CUNT.
Yeah, that was it. And from that day, I remember, because I used to go in, I would go in religiously, like in the evening to listen, and I was thinking to myself, well, she's been a bit short with Chaos. Like, why does she keep shutting her down whenever she would speak? Like, she wouldn't let you finish your sentence. She got a little bit more ruder to you. Like, she would shut you down quite instantly, and then obviously
Yeah, but so this is the thing. Like, so in conversation with her, I don't really want to go into, but in conversation with her, there was stuff going on, right? Apparently that I thought was going on. Now I don't know whether it's true or not, because obviously I look at the situation we're in now.
Is this to do with her ex-partner?
No, there was like other stuff going on and that. And so I kind of just put it down to just feeling sensitive or whatever. Do you know what I mean? And because she was my friend, she kind of got a pass for it, if that makes sense, because I thought she was a genuine friend. I kind of gave her a pass, if that makes sense. Whereas ordinarily I'd be like, who the fuck are you talking to like that? Do you get what I mean? But because she was a friend, I kind of...
Wait, Cows, I've just remembered something.
Yeah.
I've never even asked you about this, because it's literally just come to my head as you said that. Weren't you supposed to be going skiing with her?
No, so... it was on about me coming over, like, later on in the year, like this year, like around, like, Halloween time and Thanksgiving time.
Yes, I remember this. You were supposed to see her.
Yeah.
I wonder what, like, would have happened getting closer to the time.
Yeah.
What I mean?
Well, obviously, it wouldn't have happened, would it?
Do you think eventually she would have come clean to you and been like, look, I'm actually...
No, well, I had a conversation with Georgia, like, last night, and I turned around and said, like, I know it sounds really bad, right, when I'm going to say this, right? But because I thought we had a genuine friendship, I genuinely think had she turned around and said to me, look, Kales, I've got something to tell you, do you know what I mean? And I'm really sorry or whatever. And then it should have outed herself and said that she wasn't, you know, like, them images and pictures. And should have shown me who she was. I would have kept that to myself.
Yeah. I think I would do the same as well, to be honest.
Do you know what I mean? I would have kept that to myself.
I'm sorry, but FYP News comment has made me laugh, because I'm just imagining Kales at the airport waiting to meet up with Canadian Angie, and she's sent her daughter on this like 3-week trip to go be with Kales.
Wait, so when EQ argued with her, I specifically remember EQ saying she's never sent me a voice note before. Has she sent you a voice note?
Who, Canadian Angie?
Yeah.
She didn't need to. We spoke near enough every day on the phone.
Spoke on the phone.
So she can't be using AI voice if you spend
For several hours a fucking day, mate.
So it is her voice.
The voice that you hear on the lives is the voice that I heard when I was on phone calls with her.
Yeah, the blonde woman. It's got to be the blonde woman.
No, not the blonde one. Yeah, so the young girl voice isn't the voice that I heard on phone calls and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a voice that she has on the live, so she's definitely the mum. But what
Again, I'm having this, sorry, Kels, I'm having this Mandela effect thing where I swear blind that I recall EQ saying that she'd FaceTimed.
I think she did actually, Jelly.
She just makes that shit up, let's be honest.
Yeah, and I don't know whether she said it and made it up, or whether she said it and she never said it and I'm having some weird Mandela effect thing. Do you know what I mean? It's like, Yeah, but the one on the live battle with EQFYP
That's
News,
the daughter.
it's the daughter, Vanessa. But then again, like we said this earlier, when that clip resurfaced, when it was being questioned a little while ago, I'm sure that, like the majority of people were saying, the voices don't sound the same.
It's just crazy.
Kels, remember when I said to you, which I've seen a lot of people say on the app, I said, what if she is the redhead girl, but she's just using her mum's name? Do you remember? And then you was like, no, that wouldn't make sense because, and then I was like, oh, fuck, yeah. What was it?
The voices aren't the same.
Yes, that was it. Yeah. So it's not, if she comes out and goes, oh, I was just using that name or something like that, like I'm the redhead
The
girl.
voices are completely different.
And then Kels was like, no, that wouldn't make sense because why would the voices be different? And I was like, oh, yeah. So, yeah, there's no way of getting out of it. And as I said earlier, and there's more people in here now.
Because right, sorry, I'm going to say it again, right, sorry, I forgot.
Wait, let me finish this.
No, because you asked me the question about it.
Okay, go
on
on.
Instagram, her daughter had a video on Instagram and she's talking on it, and it's the same girl that talks on, like, that is obviously speaking in the battle, and that's her daughter, Vanessa.
That was it.
Jelly, I have a question for you, Joe, if that's right, my love. When all that happened with the After Dark thing, and you kind of took a step back, was you messaging her? Did she message you behind the scenes and like?
I did reach out to her, yeah, and we did exchange a couple of messages.
What did she say? If you don't have to say if you don't want to.
To be honest, I can't remember, and I can't check my messages without coming off the live. But
didn't she give you advice about how to keep it PG?
no, it was just for some stuff that they were saying in the box that time, and when I had Paul and Daniel in, that I then decided to bring it back, but to put some extra steps into place to try and tighten it up even more.
Yeah. But I thought it was quite cheeky because even before I didn't know about they had that spicy thing that Kels just said. But I was just thinking though, they used to talk about so much. You talk about other adult themes like serious stuff. So it's just so hypocritical. And then again for her afterwards, then to mock baby loss or whatever, or say she didn't care or whatever, it's just completely hypocritical.
Yeah, and the same things. My same thought logic still applies now as it did at the time, Jake. The reality is that they might have deemed that inappropriate to be discussing on a Stumpy air quotes child's app at 9:00 at night. But what's inappropriate is subjective to everybody, because some people might find being pissed at 10:00 in the morning on a child's app inappropriate. Do you know what I mean? You talking about smutty stuff at 2:00 in the morning. Well, this is a global app. There could be children in your live on a 13+ app at 2:00 in the morning because it's global. Do you know what I mean? So
yeah.
But the reality was, and like I said at the time, my duty isn't to me on my platform. I'll give or take it. It is what it is. But I felt I had more of a duty to the people in the boxes and the people that participated in that segment. And I didn't want to bring undue attention to them because the segment had got wrapped up in drama and people watching it, and then people screen recording it and sharing it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, because I did feel uncomfortable after. I felt like I couldn't share stuff anymore because I felt like, and
I didn't want people to feel that way.
But I just think it was completely uncalled for because it was just malicious, and it wasn't from a good place, and it was just to dig it
The reality is, in hindsight, Jake, I'm annoyed with myself because what I should have done was just said, fuck the lot of you. It's none of your business. It's my segment.
Which is literally what I said to you.
Yeah, if you don't like it, don't fucking watch. Because I knew, even though I had no concrete proof or nobody officially saying it, I knew that the only reason it had drawn any attention was because Kales was in the box.
But at the same time, though, she has got a big platform, so I understand why you didn't.
Yeah.
And obviously you as well want to protect your people as well, which is fair enough. Obviously we're fine. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I didn't like that fact that I felt a bit awkward, but the next time I was actually talking about it anyway. So do you know what I mean? So it's just a bit of a hypocritical thing, but At least
But
you
how
found it now and
different-
favorited, and it works really well.
But how much older does she look with? I don't know what to call. So Vanessa, with blonde hair, does like so. This is her business profile, which I'm not going to put on here because I'm not. I don't want to put that out. But anyways, Vanessa has a business. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
And-
her there, the mum, Jodie
No, that's
Angie.
This is-
Star.
No, that's
Vanessa.
This is Vanessa,
she looks a
right?
lot
So
older.
her business, yeah, is on whatever, and I found it, and then I found the page for the business, and then this is Vanessa in the picture. To me, she's got blonde hair. Do you know what I'm saying? Like
But
that.
she looks older.
She looks older.
does.
So like when when Canadian Angie's commenting on a post saying, "Oh, you guys have got it all wrong," like I don't know. I'm throwing a spanner in the works, but
We haven't got it wrong, right? Because listen, on that before that account went private, yeah. Before the account went private, there was she made a video and you can hear her talking on it, and it's definitely the girl that did the battle.
yeah. So Kels is saying when that Facebook profile was found of Vanessa Rooney, who's the daughter, she had a video on there.
The Instagram.
She's on Instagram and she's talking, and it was that redheaded girl Vanessa was the voice that was on the battle, not the other.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Okay. It's
Either
insane.
way, to me, Jelly, just put me in the big box 1 second. Her daughter had to be aware because this is the account that I seen that follows one of the Canadian accounts that she doesn't use anymore.
No, there's a different one to that. We found the original one.
You know what? Either way, I don't think we're ever going to
What
find
do you
out.
mean, the original one?
We found there's a different one to that.
Thank you, Pippa.
Yeah,
Never
but
got
what I'm
those
saying
two.
is, I'm not saying that there wouldn't be multiple accounts, but what I'm saying is her daughter must have some kind of clue because that account...
Because that Roonster 94 adds up to Vanessa. That VR is Vanessa Rooney. That's her daughter.
Yeah, I know. So I'm saying that her daughter must have known.
No, why would she have known?
Of course she would know if
Because why
she's
would the
sitting there
daughter
on a,
be following the account and why would her daughter be battling EQ?
Because she'd been following. Like, she might have one for a business.
And Angie,
Do you know what I mean? Like at one point I had three. At one point I had 3 Instagrams. Right.
That's on TikTok.
Oh, on TikTok. All right. So sorry, that's TikTok. But that's what I mean. But I've not found any Vanessa Rooney on TikTok. Obviously, you must have found that one.
That's what I'm saying. That was on a Canadian account
Right.
that she doesn't use anymore. That was one of the first people that followed her.
yeah, so that account, her daughter must have known. And of course her daughter knew, Cows, because not only is Teresa saying that Vanessa was following one of Canadian Angie's accounts, she was also on the battle being her with a completely different voice. And
Yeah, see, I thought of maybe that she turned around and was like, "Come on, we'll play a prank on these stupid English."
Yeah, but I
Right?
said
And you
yesterday-
pretend to be me, because when you watch the battle and someone says to her, "Oh, you're not how old I expected you to look. You look younger than I expected you to." She looks away and looks over and she's looking at someone.
side eyes at Angie in the background.
Yeah, and then she looks and she pulls at her top like dead uncomfortably.
she knows, Kales.
Well, I said yesterday and earlier today, Kales, right? Because obviously there are people saying, you know, that they feel sorry for the daughter because she's potentially been dragged into all this drama unknowingly and all that kind of stuff. So, and my opinion is of this. She must be complicit in some way because she did that live. She came in the boxes on that live. Now, the thing is, none of us know to what degree, but all I know for a fact is if my mum said to me, "I'll do us a favour, I've got this thing going on TikTok, just jump on and pretend that you're me," you bet your ass that even if I didn't do TikTok, let's say, I'd be setting up a Snoop account to follow what the fuck my mum is doing on TikTok that would warrant me.
100%.
100%.
That's what
You know-
Teresa was saying. Teresa's saying that an account called Vanessa Rooney with the daughter's picture was following Canadian Angie.
But I also have to
From
say
the
as well,
beginning.
right? No, but I also have to say as well, though, right, is that when we went over to the Canadian side of TikTok, Canadian Angie was really uncomfortable being over there. She didn't like it.
Yeah, because she's probably been found out over there. That's why she's here.
But then have people... not
Nanya's
found
just
her?
raised a really valid point as well, right? We're saying that the account that Teresa's just shown is Vanessa, because obviously it's got Vanessa's profile picture and it's got VR in the username. But there's nothing to say that that's not a Canadian Angie Snoop account.
This is what I'm saying, right? Because, right, Jelly.
No, because why would Canadian Angie set
Yeah,
the
but Georgia,
name
I
up
have-
as a name? Wait, why would Canadian Angie set up the picture with VR? She's saying that redhead person is Angela.
Wait,
so she
Teresa,
wouldn't-
we had a green screen slip, we had a hair reveal.
Yeah.
I know. Now you know that I'm not 2D after all.
But what if that's the account she was using elsewhere, and she got found out, like you just said, maybe she got found out over Canada,
Oh, I
and
don't
then came over here, changed her name completely, because at one point, one of her accounts was actually called Angelica _C100.
We do need Nevin Max.
I don't think we're ever going to know.
Do you know what I mean? Like, for me, right, I have 4 accounts, and they're all in the fringe of darkness, and they're either 2.0, 3.0, 4.0, or whatever, right? That's just because that's me. But what if she was, like I said, what if she was found out somewhere else and found out, and then she became Canadian Angie over here?
Yeah, so she could.
But she was pretending that she was Vanessa over in that
could
other
have been
place.
Vanessa in. Yeah, you're all right. I comprehend.
I don't think we're ever going to find out the whole truth because I don't think she's going to be honest.
Because for all we know, she could have been on the American side of TikTok at one point as Vanessa.
This was the account that I seen it on. That one. She's not
Yeah.
posted any videos on it, but there's
I think
reposts
that's
on
the
it.
account that she doesn't have access to because of the email addresses she said before.
Really? Well,
Yeah.
then, bear with me. I don't know if this is going to work because of the screenshot. Oh, no, it's not going to work. But that shows that the first person she follows is her new Canadian Angie account. And then the next person that not follows, the person that follows the account is her new Canadian Angie account. And then that Runester account.
I think that it's absolutely
Wait, Evil Queen's reached out to CA.
What?
What, is she live now?
No, I've just typed in Canadian Angie because I wanted to see that battle video again, and it just said Evil Queen states that she has reached out to Canadian Angie.
There we go.
anyway. I think that it's absolutely disgusting how all of the people on this app are bullying this woman. Yes. you
Oh,
can
this
see
was
she's
last night,
more
Georgia.
than what she's put herself out to be.
So she said she's reached out to her.
Biggest hypocrite ever.
Well, that's what the title of the video is. Evil Queen states she has reached out to Canadian Angie. Whether it says that on the video or not, whether she actually says that or not, I don't know. But
what she did to Miss Red is what she's bullied Miss Red, so she's the biggest hypocrite ever.
I'm gonna hire a private investigator, and I am gonna find out where your niece goes to school. Like, this is just a perfect example, karma.
Yeah, exactly. Because they were laughing at Miss Red and when she got doxed and stuff. So
This is what I said. I couldn't give a flying fuck whether she's 40, whether she's 36, whether she's 59. I'm not asked. What my issue is with her is that she's sat on there and been one of the biggest hypocrites on this app, given what she's done.
Can you make me small again? Because I feel very paranoid now because the
Do
number.
you know what I mean? And the fact that that woman had the audacity to sit there and turn around and say that I exploited my child, right? When she's exploited her child for God knows how long by using her pictures.
And not just that, it's the whole baby loss thing as well.
Yeah. It's not, but this is what I'm saying, Pumpkin, right? I've sat there, right, since that slipping and since it all came out, and Rasby can tell you as well, because I speak to her off the app as well, right? I've sat there, right? That woman knows everything from my childhood up to the present day. Because we've had in-depth conversations, right? I don't know whether anything that she's ever told me is actually the truth.
And that's the thing, because
Right?
you were
Is
friends
she,
with her, weren't you?
is she? It's the truth, but it's her daughter's stories that she's using and passing them off as her own.
Yeah.
Thank you,
That's the
Steve.
thing. I don't think people are realising, obviously it is a bit more deeper for people because they have shared, personal and deep things to people. And, obviously the deception of it all and everything like that. Oh, thank you, Kelly. You don't have to give me.
Sorry, Jelly, I'm going to set the live to heart me only. So at past it will lock down to only people that have sent a heart me because it's getting a bit busy in here. Can I set it now? Yeah.
Yeah, do that.
Right,
Obviously,
guys. If you don't send a heart me, you're gonna get kicked out in 4 minutes now because there's getting too many views. So you've got to send a heart me.
The
Oh my
whole
God,
thing
look
with
at
me and
the-
Kales, we didn't really speak in the boxes, so like,
I'm peeing a bit 'cause the numbers are scaring me. All right.
I just noticed the views. What the fuck?
I don't know. Be
Dad, it's also Jelly's birthday tomorrow, so if anybody can and wants to send anything more than a heart me, it will be appreciated round these ways.
And it will
Thank
be
you
used on
very
cake.
much for
It will
stopping
go
by.
on cake because I'm a fat cow. Thank you.
It's Jelly's birthday tomorrow. I've not heard her mention
Yeah.
anything.
Thank you, Frenchie. I barely mention it.
Yeah. It's so under wraps.
It's not like I've got
Jelly,
a
can you
picture of
see all
myself.
these heart me?
Crazy stick. It's not like I've got a picture of myself with a birthday cake in my hand.
No, that'd just be crazy behaviour.
But it's my birthday tomorrow.
Guys,
Thank you.
I actually lied to you all, but thank you for sending all the heart me's. That's why you don't believe anything anybody says, because there's no such thing as a heart me only live, and you all just believed me. That was a lie. So stop
Georgia-
believing what you hear on the internet.
Georgia, it's the way you said right at the end to make Jelly go. You went right.
It always works.
Yes, that is officially a fact that Jelly has gone over to the dark side and is now manipulating for gifts. Thank you.
Oh, and if you want to get your subs in, I just seen someone subscribe. If you want to get your subs in, do that as well. Like, we'll have everything. We'll have all you
Oh my
get.
god, I can't be dealing with this. Tickleep won't be trolling me today with my 10p earnings, will it?
No.
Well,
Jelly, you
all
will
the-
get to Marks and Spencer's next week.
I'm
You will.
going. I'm going to do the Marks and Spencer's haul next week.
Yeah,
Thank
if you
you,
go
God.
into if you go into Jelly's bio, you'll see her GoFundMe for her Marks and Spencer's shop next week.
If you've only just come in, this is a begging live. We just want all the cash.
We'll have all the cash for Jelly, sweetheart.
All the cash for Jelly's M&S shopping.
Gifts.
Oh my gosh, you
Partner.
just sent me. Oh my god, I think that might have been for Jelly. Somebody's just sent me something. I've now got to. I don't know what that means, but thanks. I'll send it to Jelly back. So don't worry.
Yeah, someone subscribe, Jelly, sweetheart.
I get another sub. I can't deal with all this. Stop it. You're going to make me have a coronary. I
You did,
can't.
babes.
I had that Rodders butter last night. It literally has clogged my arteries.
Everyone
Well-
also, we hold down Jelly and repost.
Thank you.
Well, Kels, at least you're not Rainbow and you wasn't dating her. Do you know what I mean?
Andrew, you was 50, babes.
Times peaker. Imagine you was like dating her this whole time and thought you was going on a skiing trip in October.
Yeah, but to be fair, like, if I was Rainbow when I was dating her, do you know what I mean? I'd rather have dated the older Anja, not the younger
Yeah,
one.
but no, of course, but it's not the no. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with her. She's a beautiful older woman, but like that's not who you thought you was dating. Do you get?
No, I
what I'm
know,
saying?
yeah.
Imagine if it ended up on MTV Catfish. This Canadian woman.
No,
catfished me.
no, Jake, it should go on Netflix. It should be called
Maddie.
Grunanji, the Canadian Catfish.
I mean, it is just wild when you think about it, isn't it?
It's the dangers of
This is another
AI.
thing that's annoying me. It's like a lot of people seem to be getting butthurt about the fact that, like, why is everybody going for her age? Do you know what I mean? Why is everybody? Nobody's going for her age. Nobody. I don't give a shit whether she's 90, 20. Do you know what I mean? None of that matters. It's the duplicity and how hard she's gone for people when
Yeah, and it's the stuff that she's commented on as well.
throne of lies. Do you know what I mean?
But it's the stuff that she's
Maddie.
commented on, Jelly. Do you know what I mean? Like, she said,
Well, yeah,
said
she
that
slated
she's lost
Pearl.
a child and everything, and that she's been through DV and everything.
Yeah.
Like, is that actually true? And like I said, or is she actually using her daughter's stories?
Well, yeah,
Pass
she
them
always
off as her
calls
own.
Pearl a granny and all sorts, and it's like, well, you can't really talk if you're close to her age, love.
I think it's just showing that she's insecure about her age. But also, another thing I wanted to add is that I'm kind of glad it's come out that she's catfished everyone, because it makes sense to who her character is. Because I used to look at her and think, someone this young should not be this much into conspiracies. Like, everything she said, there was like an if, but, maybe, and it was like just crazy plot lines and stuff that came from her. And that makes sense, because she's an older woman, she doesn't understand the way of TikTok. And she always used to think that everyone was catfishing someone. So like the calls coming from inside the house.
It's true. the call is definitely from inside the house on this one.
I can't. Sorry,
She's got a grandfather clock. She's definitely a 50.
She did have a grandfather clock.
I mean,
Oh,
the telling
Charmin
thing is,
Villains
Kate,
did a
did you
video
call
on
her-
that.
Did you call her on a landline? Because that'll be the telling thing. If you could, if she's
No, it was
on a
always on.
landline.
It was always on mobile. On
What, and
WhatsApp.
what was mobile? Was it the Canadian?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Kels, do you think she'll ever come back on?
I knew she wasn't going to come on last night. I think if she
Well,
comes
she will.
back on,
She will if EQ's like backing her.
yeah,
So when do you think she'll come back?
tonight.
Hold on. Next slide. Ricochet.
I feel sorry for Ricochet.
Next slide,
No.
Ricochet.
Next slide.
She's taking the piss.
I don't like him. He's rude. Anytime I was in the box and they were talking about me, I have a right to go in the box and defend myself. And he spoke to me like an absolute piece of beef. And he always used to put really rude comments to me.
No,
So-
but he only started that right after a while because he was quieter than quiet, wasn't he, Chills?
Ricochet hardly ever spoke. Kale
He
used to
used to
fly
say to me when I was
conversation out of
speaking
him.
to him that he didn't like to be in the boxes when FYP was on, and he only liked to come up for the quizzes, and now he does the FYP.
Yeah, and he also felt uncomfortable at times with the spicy questions.
Well, that's understandable. But like,
But he loves it now.
it was still rude. I don't see the need. I've been on this app since 2019.
Ricochet's not a brother. Ricochet's from fucking North Wales.
I don't see the need to be in a box with somebody and just randomly speak to them like a piece of shit or be rude to somebody. If I don't know you, I'm not going to speak to you like that. It's just I don't understand it why people are like that.
Hated it.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's another Mandela effect thing, Hungry, because I'm sure that was confirmed.
Right, so that
Yeah, but
so,
wait,
no,
yeah.
so no, it wasn't confirmed. So what happened was, when he first joined the live, I made the assumption that Ricochet was gay, right? And I was going to try and set him up with Will, right? So on the live, I openly just turned around one second because I was getting frustrated because I couldn't figure it out. So this one day I thought, fuck it, I'm just going to ask. So I turned around and said to Ricochet, are you gay? Because I'm getting gay vibes from you. You know
Maybe
what I
the
mean?
vibes part you should have said.
And he was like, no, I had a girlfriend. So we got told it was like, well, Canadian Angie got told who his girlfriend was and whatever. I didn't. And she was originally from America. Like that girlfriend they had, obviously they're not together anymore. I think they split up like last year or something like that, the year before. But she was she was from America and she did come over a couple of times
Oh my
and he
God,
went over to
thank you. Thank you.
he
Yeah, I
apparently
think
went
it was
over to
during
her.
lockdown, Kales. He said it got hard during lockdown.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Frenchie. I heard that as well, that something to do with him being with Easy, the singer.
But Millsy
boy.
come into a live, I think it was here, or it might have been somewhere else, either yesterday or maybe today, and I'm just being delirious. But Millsy come into a live and said she's known Rick for a good couple of years and she's never known him to be gay.
I mean,
Yeah, I think she came into Canadians
I
one
wouldn't
time.
say his.
Yeah, this is the thing as well.
I think it might have been your live, Jelly. She was
This
in
is
the
the thing
comments.
as well. This is the thing as well with Ricochet. Ricochet, right? We never knew that he knew Millsy. And then what? And he made he acted like he never knew him and that until Millsy outed him in the box, and we was like, "You fucking what?"
I've only ever seen his AI picture. Is this him?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's him. But I've got a better picture of him with his dog.
Oh, he's not. He's quite pretty to look at, eh?
No, it's and yeah, it doesn't matter what sexuality he is. Nobody's nobody's digging him out for that. But I think it's to do with the whole thing about the fact that
Control.
him and Angie were in a relationship and she was over here with him. And
But she even thought he was gay.
I said this yesterday, and I will say it again today quite clearly. I always thought it was just a segment that they were leaning into because somebody had said that, that there was a thing between them and they were just leaning into it. I never believed for 1 minute she was over here. And yeah, it doesn't matter, whether he's gay, straight, whatever he is, none of that doesn't matter. But yeah, it was just, I think it's just, again, it's down to the duplicity aspect of it. And the fact
This is
that
what I mean. She even lied about being over here. Because Georgia, I sent Georgia the story. And Georgia went, Kale, she's not even over here. She said, the fucking London's been a red bus lane zone for fucking ages.
Yeah,
That is so embarrassing.
the thing is, yeah, like her as a person likes to show off the cash, right? She likes to gift in massive lives. You don't see her going to small. So it's somebody who has a personality who likes to show off and talk about the cash they have. We all know what she's said, right? So in my opinion, when you've got that type of personality where you say, I've got a lot of money, I got it from this divorce or whatever, if you're going into London, you're not going to take a picture of 12 cupcakes and a fucking bus stop. Do you understand? Like, if she, like, come on, if you flaunt your cash everywhere, why is your picture?
Harrods or
Exactly. Why is she not at the Shard, Georgia? Thank you very much.
No, but not even like the places she's going to. It's just like she's shown over and over she can do edits, she can do this and stuff like that. It doesn't make sense to have a picture that looks like it was taken on a Nokia of 12 cupcakes when you like to flaunt your cash. And if you go London, you're not going to take a picture of cupcakes and a bus stop. Like London, if you've never been here before, you're gonna come on. Like when I went to America, I didn't take pictures of a bus stop and a cupcake. Like
I've never been to London.
It just didn't make sense.
No,
And
it's like
bet
bet
you-
you landmarks and like obviously
Yeah.
when you go and see a
This
show
is what I was saying.
and
You
stuff
take
like
a
that,
picture of the
like
landmark.
I want to go and take a
the
picture of Big
iconic
Ben.
stuff.
Like, and
So
she
my
was saying,
friend knows the cafe that she went to, and I'm going to share it to him now, and he'll tell you how he knows that that's an old picture.
and she was saying that she was Ricochet, right? So even if she didn't want to be on the pictures, she could have had Ricochet in them.
Yeah.
She could have came live with her back camera on while she was walking around London.
Yeah, so just to answer Snoopy Snoop, does anyone in the boxes know how Daniel ended up getting caught out? So I believe, and as always, I stand to be corrected. You know, I'm not an echo chamber around these ways. I absolutely stand to be corrected. I believe that he was trolling himself on like a 0000 account in a live, in the comments of a live. And then for some reason, he said he got blocked in Cananges, and he stupidly went in Cananges on that account that he was trolling himself with in the box.
Jelly, Dame is coming in to explain the restaurant that yeah.
He said he did it on purpose as it wasn't a hidden fake account.
Hi everyone.
Hey, Dave.
Georgia, what did you want me to explain?
Cupcake place you've been to and the bus stops.
Okay, so the place that she posted is actually Cafe Concerto, and all Cafe Concertos got changed, like, and they've put blinds there, and on top of that, everywhere has chandeliers now. And on top of that, the whole of central London is a red route. So that means any bus stop, it used to be yellow, but now it's red. So every single line that you would see would be a red like bus stop. And she has got posted one that's like probably over 6 years old, because the red route started years ago.
Oh,
So,
wow.
yeah.
And 6-year-old bus stop picture.
Yeah, and you can tell that it's a really old picture because it's really grainy anyway.
And Cafe Concerto, there's multiple, yeah. So
Yeah.
it's Covent Garden mainly, which is 100% red routes. 100%.
Yeah, 100,000,000%.
Because Covent Garden's right in the centre of London.
We don't have any other Cafe Concertos apart from one in Manchester.
Yeah, and I contacted them and asked for a picture of their cupcakes. No, I'm joking. I didn't.
He sounded like that guy yesterday, or Saturday, or whenever it was, about the Skyscanner thing. Like, and Skyscanner said it takes this amount of time to
Oh,
get
by
here.
the way, I did say that to her before she got outed for her green screen slip. I did say it to her, but she left alive and she blocked me.
No, please say what you said. It's so funny.
What did I say? I can't remember.
By the way, I know you wasn't in London, because where you said you was is now a red route, and that happened 3 years ago. And also, there's something really sassy, and the cupcakes. I know that's bullshit as well. And then
Georgia, can you just please say hello to Sunshine because she's doing my titsy and spamming in the comments, please.
Hello, Sunshine.
Thank you. Okay, continue.
That's all.
Yeah, but
Dame's
Angela
only being bitter
just
because he's
sucks.
got a crush on her. Let's be honest. But anyways,
No, I was being bitter because I got blocked. Okay.
Yeah, you got blocked because you came.
And then,
onto
do you know what I
our live.
did? I muted her multiple times.
Kales, do never argue with Dame. Do not put him in the middle of this.
Do you know what my favourite thing that Dame's ever done was? I think it was Dame. I think it was you that sent, was it Alicia, a subscription to Canadian Magic?
Yeah.
That was my favourite thing.
I sent one to Georgia as well.
I was gassed. I was commenting.
So I was
commenting
headshot
poo poo in the comments in the big emote things because
can we have an admission right now? Because I got headshotted and kicked out. So me and Georgia were on the phone, and I was telling Georgia to say things, and she was getting so much clout from it, but it was really me saying it. Furious.
he told me to comment. Was it your Marcel's Avon?
When it was Levi, I was like, say Levi's mum sells Avon. And then she said it, and everyone was like, oh my gosh, I haven't seen Avon for years.
Yeah. I was like, they was doing something on Levi. So Dame was like, comment Levi's mum sells Avon. The boxes were like, oh my God, sells Avon. And Canadian Angie was like, I don't even know what the fuck Avon is. And nobody cares. But they started speaking about Avon. It was so funny.
Oh, I love Avon.
I've actually got an Avon downstairs.
That is because I'm 64 tomorrow, because I don't know if you know, because I barely mention it, and the AI picture's not giving it away, but it is actually my birthday tomorrow.
I think you're lying.
It is my birthday eve today, and just in reference to the AI, I am in fact fatter in real life. Thank you.
It's my birthday week.
So you knew
Thanks
London
very
that
much,
day.
Jelly.
Say again, Dame.
It's my birthday week, Jelly.
Well, it's been my birthday fortnight. I've been telling we've been doing a countdown for a fortnight. I'm not worse than Joey Tiki because I don't say it's every day, but it has been a fortnight.
Joey, have not said happy birthday to him today.
I just wish Joey happy birthday, happy Easter, happy Hanukkah, happy Christmas.
Shut up,
I just get it all out in one go.
Oh my God, Bawdelicious said, love a scratch and sniff catalogue. Do you remember those?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I used to rub the catalogue on my neck.
That's what George's mum says.
And you,
What
get,
does
and
my
you,
mum
get the, you used to get the free samples.
Yes, I used to love doing that in the airports.
Or you get the little tiny lipsticks on the front.
No, do you know
Like
what
a
one's
free
elite for
sample.
me, Ash? Thank you, Dawn. Elite for me was Little Black Dress. That was my go-to Avon fragrance.
Oh my God, I remember that.
I loved
Do you
Little
know what?
Black
Do
Dress.
you know what I loved from
Oh
Avon?
my God.
The skin's so soft.
Oh,
You have
yes.
like a oil that you put in the bath. Oh,
Can I
it's
can I
amazing.
just state as well that my birthday is in a little over 3 weeks' time? Yeah. Okay. Thank
Shut
you.
up, Pales. We don't care. It's mine tomorrow.
Mine's in 61 days. Hashtag just saying.
If I was feeling extra sassy, it would be Little Black Lace Dress, but it was mainly Little Black Dress.
I've got a picture of it for a throwback for you. If you're ready.
I'm going to big box you. Hold on.
My mum used to wear an A&A.
That's it, isn't it?
Yeah, yes. Love Little Black Dress.
Yeah.
Hello, guys.
Yeah,
Can
my
I also get some follows, please?
My mum used to
Because
wear
I'm
an
clout
A&A as well.
Everybody follow Dame, please.
I'm
Yeah,
already
my
following
mum
Dame.
used to have an A&A, and we'd gone to the perfume counter one day to get some, and a guy had come obviously for his missus and said that he wanted some anus for his wife. You know, and you just look like, and the woman went, "We have an A&A. What size would you like?" Like she didn't even blink. Me and my mum just looked at each other like, honestly, I don't know how I didn't laugh in his face, but he blessed him. He was like, "I need some anus for my wife."
Georgia.
Yeah. No, my mum.
Is Dame coming round London on a night out?
I've asked him to come, but he won't come.
Well, one
Right,
second,
but
Pales.
DG's, from what I know, is DG's explanation was that they actually fell out because he wasn't this. Like, she was like trying to maybe like come on to him in a way, shall we say?
Like stay between like the crew.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what like DG was trying to.
Where was it? I think it was Claire. Was it Claire who said in the chat that we don't know? Maybe the daughter's using the mum's name. I think we debunked that, Claire.
Yeah, so DG, so when I first went into Comment Cafe, it was like 18 months ago. And it was like at the time when everyone absolutely loved Comment Cafe. There was an argument that DG was having with Canadian Angie. Sorry, you can hear the baby suckling away in the corner there. So there was an argument that DG was having with Canadian Angie, and he was saying that he was telling everyone that she was catfishing everyone, that wasn't her in the pictures, that she was using her either a niece's or a daughter's pictures. And as Kales has just said, DG was made out to be like someone who was jealous, someone who was getting, rebuked by her and stuff like that. But then someone from Comment Cafe come out and was saying the same thing. They were saying, no, listen, you need to listen to DG because he's telling the truth. And there's a few people that actually do know that. I can't remember who it was. There was that many people in Comment Cafe back then, and then everyone changed all the names, so I can't remember exactly who it was. But Miss Boguette might know if she remembers from back then.
One of Judas's 19 personalities.
Do you know what? It probably could have been one of Judas's 19
I
personalities.
took Judas down single-handedly.
Yeah, so Cassie's just put that she remembers it as well, because it was when Cassie was in Comment Cafe. So there was people who did actually know this, like 18 months ago. And DG, I think justice for DG, because he did try to tell everyone, but he was really shut down.
DG turned around and said that she didn't like it because he wasn't taking her on in like in the messages. Like, it was like she was trying to... how can I put it without... She was trying to get into him. She was trying to get into him, basically.
Yeah.
And DG wasn't interested.
DG was referencing the video of her daughter speaking on live.
So DG knew that wasn't Canadian Angie who was on live. So he was right. He knew that wasn't Canadian Angie. But he didn't know whether that was her daughter or a niece. He was trying to tell everyone that the person who she's saying is her is not the person who speaks.
He meant catfish compared to the video with no makeup, etc.
No, I don't think that's the... I think he knew exactly the person that was talking is not the person who was the pictures. And she has basically catfished anyway because it's not her.
Wait, guys, I just need to ask you a question. So, don't worry.
I'm just going to mute because I'm driving for a bit.
Yeah, there has been an outing on this Ian Owens as well today, hasn't there?
With that, I don't understand how people sat on that for months when they were saying that at DG's boxing match he was being inappropriate towards someone who looks very young. Don't understand why that hasn't... Hang on.
Well, DG's boxing match was December, wasn't it?
Yeah, but people sat on that and... Like, I'm not saying it's their fault because obviously it's not, it's him. But when there's someone who you suspect to be that way inclined or a predator, like, please just tell someone. And, you don't have to run big exposure lives, but just let people know because that's mad. Like, straight away, I mean.
To be fair, do we think this is all distracting from things the app which is far greater or worse? Everything on this app is a distraction.
Exactly. It's like we've now got Evil Queen saying that, we shouldn't be like going for Angie for lying and, she's a woman on her own and stuff like that. So I don't know whether it's something that they've concocted together.
Unproblematic one. Sorry, we're talking at cross purposes because we've been talking about the whole Canange thing, but there was an exposure that happened earlier today about, no worries, Poppy, about, I think his name on here is Lord Ian Fromage, who has been, there's an article in the press about him taking money off of a woman and when he was her carer. And then, he's changed his act to something different, but I can't think what that is off the top of my head. Just be yourself or something like that. But he's also had, I think it was at least 11 women on the hook for love bombing and stuff like that. Lord Ian Fromage, Ian Owen from Bootle. Yeah.
If people are calling him a pred, what makes him a pred? I'm asking, the reason I'm saying it is because there was a lady who come in today who said that she had known about his behaviours and things, and that he was coming on to a girl at DG's boxing event that was someone's daughter that looks about 16. I don't think she is 16, but she looks very young. And it was, like they said, it was a concerning behaviour, basically. But when there's something like that...
Yeah, but also in that rivalry, it was said that he'd made some other female touch a private area.
Yeah, I know. And I understand people don't come forward straight away. I get that 100%. But when it's people around who are saying it was my friend's daughter, just even if you go into someone's inbox, someone who they're around, if they're around like bigger creators, I hate saying that, just go in the inbox and say, look, this is what happened. Like, do with that what you want, but I want you to be aware. Because he's been sat around people, you know, and it's just like, you know, Sharon's got the people he's talking to. It's just, I don't know. I'm not blaming anyone. I just would rather stuff was like said straight up.
Yeah, there's too many people who are sitting on things like that and then coming out with it saying, oh, well, yeah, I knew about this months ago.
And then, yeah. And Sharon, I know, because Sharon's messaged me and she sent me all the stuff that she's come forward with. And I understand you was manipulated, Sharon, and just well done for coming forward about it because it's not easy.
Yeah, I think you did very well, Shan, just keeping to your side of the story.
Oh, was this the woman?
Yeah, Shan in the chat was not, as far as I'm aware, not linked to the stuff at the DG boxing thing, but she had an online situationship with him.
There's a news article. I don't know.
Yeah, the news article is about what he did when he was a carer for a woman and he fleeced her for 1,200 quid. I think it's from 2016.
Was that a woman he was romantically linked to?
No, he was a carer for her.
He was caring for her. And then I think, so it's the username on here was Lord Ian Fromage. His actual name is Ian Owens from Bootle, if you Google for the article. And I think, I've not read it, but he was her carer. He left the job and then went back to her property and let himself in through the key safe and stuff and had her for 1,200 quid. But there is an article, I think it might be in the Liverpool Echo.
It's in the Liverpool Echo.
I don't want to get any information wrong because I've not read the article.
Yeah, I read it, and then he'd also say to her like, "Don't tell anyone that I've come here."
No way.
He's in France, Bumblebee, I think.
Has he spoke on this?
No,
he's deleted his accounts.
Not to the best. Well, I don't think he's deleted it, Alicia. I think he's not under the Lord Ian Fromage account. I think he's under this Just Be Yourself account.
Yeah, or if you behave like that, don't just be yourself.
When did it, how? Who? So obviously I know he's done to loads of women, but how long have they known about the article for?
I think that's only just come out, as far as I'm aware. If someone found it, I'll have to ask Top Girl.
Yeah, and Shan, can I just say, in case you didn't see it, Shan in the chat is saying she only found out about the boxing thing. I think she said the weekend.
Yeah. No, I'm not blaming Shan. Like, I've spoken to Shan, and obviously she was talking to him, and they had a thing going on, and he was really manipulating her. Like in the messages, it's disgusting.
Yeah, I think one of Shan's friends found the article and went to her with it.
Oh, okay.
Thank you, Bev. Oh, I love that gift. It's so cute.
Can I just say to Hungry Guy, so Hungry Guy's just said, who owns the Liverpool Echo, fancy getting information from TikTok. They didn't get the information from TikTok. They actually got the information from court when the guy got done for it.
Yeah, this was ages ago, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a few years ago.
2016.
Yeah.
And again, I stand to be corrected. The article's 9 years ago, yeah.
What's his name? Ian Oakley?
Ian Owens. From Bootle. Don't take us with your tails, will you?
Unmute if you're bad.
Articles from the 1st of the 12th, 2016. Is this Ian that came into CA's lives a lot? I'm not sure, Leo, that his username, from when I recognise it, is Lord Ian Fromage.
Did somebody say he's from Bootle?
Yeah.
Yeah, he is.
Isn't that where Marcus Ems is from?
Yeah.
How did he get so many women on the go?
Have you seen him?
I think it's
Thinking that. He's nothing special to look at, is he?
I don't remember what he looks like. Is he hot?
So somebody in the chat said he was DG's mod, but to the best of my knowledge, DG didn't know nothing about all of this.
No, DG.
I think he was DG's mod, but DG didn't know anything about this.
I'll show you him, hungry guy.
Show me him immediately.
Georgia, I think he's a bit of you.
Let me see.
Oh, darling.
What do you reckon?
I'm not commenting on other people's appearances. I think what he's done is not acceptable.
Oh, look at me, I'm mature.
He was DG's mod. DG didn't know anything about it. Hey, Sarah Diana.
Yeah, just because someone mods you, it doesn't mean you've got to know everything about them. Like, you're not.
No, but just so my mods know, I need a DBS certificate from all of you, please.
I had one 3 years ago, actually.
He doesn't look like that now. He's got a massive beard and thick hair.
Right? I thought, right, let me search.
What was his profile picture?
Him, I think.
No, it was. I'm sure it was like a not. I don't think it was a face profile picture.
I remember seeing his name, and Fromage just always remind me of yogurt.
Yeah.
I'm sure it was blue.
Ian, what's his name? Ian what?
Lord Ian Fromage.
No, his actual real name.
Oh, Ian Owens.
Owens.
He didn't use a photo.
Oh, wow. Search history goes... Oh,
yeah, if you could please, Bev.
I'm shocked because his voice sounds very attractive.
Unattractive or attractive?
George is in the Fed database.
Ian Owens. Guys, it was a long time ago. Can we get over it now? You're all obsessed with me. I left the police over a year ago. Let it go.
Never.
Ian Owens, Bootle. Okay, Bootle carer who stole 1.2k from disabled woman is spared prison. The carer stole more than 1.2 from disabled woman after she trusted him with her money and spared prison. 30 targeted vulnerable beep 62-year-old whilst working in care between August and September last year. He was rehired and phoned his victim, who needs daily care since suffering a stroke, to say he was coming round to introduce himself in July. He let himself in using a key safe. She was running low on food and gave him a shopping list, her bank card and PIN, asked him to take out 200 quid. He made a total of 8 withdrawals in total, pocketing 1.22 while continuing to run errands for her. He said to her, if the office ring, don't tell him I've been there. The defendant had no right to go to her address at all. Owen's victim was left distressed by the ordeal, but he denied any wrongdoing when interviewed by police. She says this has undermined her confidence in those who should be caring for her. That is so sad.
But just to say, obviously it's not verified, but Tutti Frutti in the chat is saying that another account is apparently B_Bance official.
I wonder why he was spared prison.
This is so sad, man.
Why was he spared prison?
No, Leo, when it says it's not keys to a safe on properties where people are vulnerable or they need carers, they have something called a key safe on the wall, which has a PIN code where you can access a key to the front door. It's not an actual safe.
So he was handed 8 months behind bars, suspended for 18 months, and 150 hours of unpaid work.
Yeah.
And the judge's final words was, you used her card to get money to solve your own cash problems. Your job was to care for her. There was targeting and she was vulnerable. And they said his reoffending is going to be low.
No worries, Leo.
Interesting.
But I think this morning when Alex was doing the awareness, I think there were 11 women had come forward saying that they were in some kind of situationship with him based on online activity.
You could tell he was a bit, he's a player, innit? But
And
if
there
it
might
goes,
have been, I think there might have been a couple more that come forward as a result of that live. 13 more women, or 13 in total, Carmel. It's gone up to 20 women now.
Jesus Christ.
What?
Amanda, it's about Ian Owens, who's known as Lord Ian Fromage on the app.
That's disgusting.
Roger, stop copying me. There are at least 3 more. I mean, and that's the good thing whenever an awareness is done, is that it means more people come forward, you know, and realise that they're not alone. He wanted my number. I'm glad I didn't give it to him. Yeah, it looks like you swerved that red flag, Nicola.
Ugh, men.
A lot more come
I
forward.
felt that in my soul. That men.
Yeah. Men. I wish I was a lesbian.
Have you noticed this app now? This app makes people feel so comfortable to be able to do things like that, and to multiple people. It's bizarre. It makes it mind blowing for me that they keep doing it.
Yeah, and I mean, ever since I've been coming live, like, and hosting boxes, Danny, I've always said the way that people go, like, are prepared to unalive on the hill for a creator or somebody, it's wild to me.
Yeah.
It's absolutely wild. Duty Fruity's saying there is a post on that B Bounce account saying that he's going to be a dad, but I do believe that he has got, I don't know if it's a wife, but he's got a partner and grown children, I believe. Yeah, he's got a wife and kids, hasn't he? That's what Alex said. Exactly, he even spoke of his partner. Thank you for the heart, Mies. He got. See, I remember being in Canadian Angie's live, and he turned around and said that he wasn't with her anymore. He referred to her as his ex. I'm not sure how it came forward, Louise. I know that Top Girl was going to do it this morning at 9 o'clock, but then based on the fact that he had a wife or a partner and that she didn't feel comfortable, so Alex platformed it this morning. Yeah, I thought I remembered him saying it in Canadian Angie's Live that he was single.
Just want to interrupt quickly because I've seen the numbers, and I just want to say, if everybody wants to download the favorited app and follow Jelly with the Belly over on there, every Friday 9 o'clock is Jelly After Dark. Please join us. It's a great live. Just wanted to throw that in, Jelly, because I've seen the numbers and I thought this is the great time to plug and promote your segment on Friday.
And send your confessions in.
Is the best
And also, if you
ever.
send your confessions in, can you make sure that you detail them, please?
Has anyone? Sorry, I was just going to say, has anyone checked favourited to see if Canadian Angie's been going live on there?
Can I just say she's actually reposted something 2 hours ago?
What is it?
I've just been sent it.
But if you go into Jelly's link in her bio, you can submit an anonymous confession. If you have a query or a question or a story to tell that is adult themed, or you want some advice, we have Jelly has a very diverse panel, but leave context if possible.
Yeah, she got the comments on Chocolate Swirls are about 19, 20 hours ago.
No, this one. She reposted this.
Oh, hold on. Let me big box you.
2 hours ago. There you go, my forehead and my hand.
Oh my god. Built a slip.
Yeah. And yes, I am still in my dressing gown because I'm feeling rather cold, okay? All right, Frank, shush.
Has put in the chat that his new account is just be yourself at LFC forever 1 2 3 4 5 6.
So that repost is that EQ saying about how she shouldn't be bullied or whatever?
Yeah, I think so.
Do you think they'll come back together?
I don't have blonde hair, I have black hair.
100% they will.
I think
You
they're all
think?
in cahoots.
Yeah, of course they will.
Oh, darling.
Yeah, I think that they've been in cahoots over it as well.
Yeah,
There's been
definitely.
something
So
for it to do.
No, I don't think they've been in cahoots of it because Corey altered the message, the phone call, didn't he, between her and him, between Canadian Angie and him, where she was saying that EQ had sent her stuff over to get her to dox and that, but she wouldn't dox it.
if she does that, it shows that she has no credibility in what she was saying before and how she's been manipulated and blah 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 blah.
Canadian Angie said to me that EQ had asked her to put stuff out about me, and she had said no, allegedly.
She put
This is
stuff
what I mean,
about
she was on a
you.
phone. Corey answered a phone call.
Oh,
right?
I'm sorry. Oh, did you get them, Teresa? Thank you. Sorry. Carry
All
on.
right, Frank. Corey answered a phone call the other night between him and Canadian Angie. And she was saying that EQ had sent her information about Corey and then it was put on TikTok to citizens. So she was saying that was Candyman's account because everything that she got sent, Candyman actually put out apparently. And then she was saying that he'd sent her all the stuff about Zach the Brat. And then she answered it herself, but she tried to get Canadian Angie on a three-way call with her and Zach.
I don't know why she would go to Canadian Angie to put stuff out about me that wasn't even actually about me, but it just...
Oh, she wanted to see it about Red as well, but she said no. Oh, right, okay. I only heard part of the call. I didn't go in. I wasn't in for the start of the call. Just part of it.
I'm going to prison anyway, so it's fine.
Knew it.
Dem, I've not seen any of them. I've not seen any of them in anyone's lives or anything. I've not seen any of them in any comments or anything.
Dem, whose account was it that you tagged me in the video on? Because I think I'm blocked.
Bev, she's going to Wandsworth prison.
When you go into prison, Alicia, you might be part of my ex.
Angie said earlier that the police don't care, that she said not to press charges, so I think it's about me. But I don't really care. I could do with the break.
No, it wasn't about you. It was about it was about Sophie Bailey.
No, because she was saying, oh, and they said about Sophie Bailey, but I've said I don't want it to happen to her. But if I'm going down, everyone's going with me, including Angie, because I've got her spouting hate speech and saying racial words.
No, it wasn't about. She said that she reported the wrong person. She went to report Sophie, but she reported the wrong person.
What?
She said that she reported the wrong person.
I don't know.
Teresa, I don't know why everyone beeps me. I think I'm really nice.
So I don't know. And then they thought Miss Red thought it was about her, the wrong person.
3 meals a day.
Yeah, I did. I'll have a look.
But it could be really.
It's okay. Yeah. I've got insiders on the prison service. I'll make sure that you're looked after.
I don't really give a shit, but I promise you, everyone will be coming down with me. And Angie, I've got videos of you for hate speech and horrific.
Yeah, if anyone's going to prison, it's her.
What Angie are you talking to? Who? Like,
Delulu.
what is she saying about you?
Wait, actually, I don't know if it is about me. I'm just presuming because I've got main character syndrome.
Oh yeah, I feel you.
She alluded to what she She's one of them speeches where she says loads, but it means nothing.
Yeah.
Who even cares about bum ass exposures anymore? Like,
Cassie, you're very pretty. I'm sure you'll be able to manage in prison.
I could do with the break, honestly, Kels. Like
catfishing.
Be someone's bitch before the nightfall.
Elisa would be like the prison boss.
What is that? Who is that?
Well, she'd be like the queen.
No, she didn't
Everybody
mention
would
names.
have her.
They didn't mention. She didn't mention names. Luke the judge as Martha, but she. I don't know. It was just alluding. So if the police come to Martha, I swear to God, you're all going to prison. So you all better prepare because I've got everything.
I'm in.
No, you haven't.
Even you are as well with the video
I'm
you
in.
sent me. Chancey, you're going to prison.
I'm fully in.
Chancey, don't you start
Alicia will
causing trouble
reduce
now.
her sentence by dropping loads of people and things.
The thing is, though, right? All the stuff that she's done and said, there's no way that anyone else is going to. She's going to prison, sweetheart.
I bet she's got a file like War and Peace.
Canadian Angie, yeah, I'm sorry. Sometimes she actually has me laughing. Like, how did somebody confront her about the filter slip and the blonde woman leaning down to the phone and she went, who is that?
Yeah.
Is that supposed to be tonight? I don't know who that is. That is so weird. Like, that is so funny.
Is that a chicken?
The fact that she confidently said, who is that? I don't know who that is. I was dying.
Oh.
That is the level of delusion that I live my life with.
FYP News, have you guys seen the video where it goes, Fiona, there's a ghost behind you? And she goes, that's not a ghost, that's my daughter.
A ghost?
That's a bit rude, isn't it? Somebody done a voiceover.
I've seen that one.
And the fact that it said, that's not a ghost, that's my daughter. Like, it was ironic.
Awkward.
It's a ghost.
The kid was pale though, really pale, wasn't she?
And said, whoever it is has big ears. Did she say that?
Why?
He said that the person who leant over the phone has big ears.
Why is everyone named Angie delusional?
Yeah.
I don't fucking know, Jake. I don't know.
That's my mum's name.
Delusional. Oh, delusional.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Wow. I'm calling my mum and Mum.
You know what made me laugh? I can't remember whose live it was, and someone said, "What's that behind?" And I was like, "It's a fucking conscience."
Is that a chicken? No, the Canadian Angie. I guess we'll see what happens next. Yeah, Teresa, the Canadians will go along with anything that she says because it's an echo chamber in there. Alan, no one dropped your babes. It timed out, sweetheart. It's an echo chamber in there, so they will all just be like, yeah. It's a filter slip. It's edited.
For the 708 people in here, if you do or if you don't know Jelly would always do these lives called and send an anonymous confession, and it's a healthy panel of people that will give you advice on things that you put in anonymous schmexual, and it would be like, oh, my partner likes it when I do this, but I don't really like it. Like, what do I do? And then she would normally like talk about it on this platform and like give some advice with like all different people. But one day, Kales was in.
Oh, thanks, Georgia.
Sorry, one day Kales was in the box and CA had it up for Kales. So basically, Canadian Angie essentially tried to cancel After the Darks and said it's not appropriate. So Jelly has taken it to favorited, and it is honestly so awesome, guys. So if you've not got favorited, please download it, and she genuinely deserves you all to be in there, and it's really funny. And there's loads of us in the box, and we talk about things we would never talk about on here, and no one argues. It's just really nice. So
hang on 1 second. Canadian Goddess, right? I have done nothing over this weekend except discuss what has fucking happened with fucking Canadian Angie and the shit that I've said on the platform in the past. and everything else, right? So don't you sit there and say, what about fucking Kales?
No, basically...
Because I fucking spoke on it, all right?
Basically, what she's saying is because I said it's an echo chamber and they all agree with her. And then...
And I know, because I also didn't agree with Canadian Angie all the time. That's the point.
Yeah, well,
So don't say,
to be fair, you didn't. But they all do, like, the people in the comments, like, they all do, and probably not all of them, but most of them do, and everyone in the boxes, like, obviously, Sky, Maddie, they all agree to whatever she says.
Other the people that are going for the people that are... You're right, Pumpkin.
I mean, you've got fucking...
I just read Sausage's comment, sorry.
What did it say?
Sausage's comment, I can queef the national anthem, is that the kind of stuff, lol?
Yeah, Sausage.
I feel like people going for people that are around her and everyone going at Canadian Goddess, just my opinion, but it's stupid. How many times have all of us sat on platforms with people that have ended up not being the people we thought they are? What's it got to do with anybody that sat in that box? How was they supposed to know that they were being catfished?
No, but what we're on about is like nobody that's been in the lives of late, in the boxes and stuff, been supporting her, has actually come out and commented on what's happened over the weekend. Not a single fucking one of them.
Because it's difficult. If I was your friend for God knows how long and it turned out you was a catfish, the last thing I'm going to do is go on TikTok and talk about it.
Mate, are you joking? 9 months I was fucking mates with that bitch.
Yeah, but the first thing I would do is talk to you about it. I wouldn't go on live and start throwing you under the bus.
No one's saying her directly. She's the one that's saying, "Oh, we're all like that, are we?" She's calling herself out, really.
Yeah, but I don't think people that were around her should be expected to come on live. They genuinely thought they had friendships with her. If anything, I'd look at them and think, like, right, okay, so you now you know she's a catfish, you're not her friend. If you fell out of her prior, different story. Your fallout of her was something completely fucking different to this, and this is just icing on the cake. But I don't know, I just don't agree with that. Because but I'm coming from Vice Points. The amount of people I was friends with on here, thing they did was go live and talk shit about me. I don't think that's nice. It's
No,
not
but she
nice.
turned around and said to Jake, though, what about Kales? When Jake said it was like an echo chamber and thing. But
Yeah, that's what I said.
I never always agreed with Canadian Angie. There'd be times where we'd have arguments on the live.
Canadian Goddess, why don't you come in the box? We can talk like adults, surely.
Canadian Goddess, Kales respectfully left her a message to her respectfully and just said...
Are you taking the piss, Canadian? Who the fuck's behind this Canadian Goddess account?
She said that she wants to step away and then...
Because I'll tell you what, get in the box, right, and I'll have a nice, decent conversation with you, and I won't shout or anything like that. But if you want to come at me like that, right, for months on end I listened to that woman and the conversations that we had in depth about certain situations and everything else. I had that woman's back better than anyone, right, until she decided that she was going to be a thing with me, because I went in to Michelle's live and had my say after we'd been defending Delusive for weeks on end. Right? So don't you sit there and say I was no friend to that woman when I was.
The thing is, though, as well, you left kind of respectfully. You just kind of messaged her privately and said it. And it just kind of... Do you know what I mean? You didn't go to TikTok and make a lie about it.
Oh.
Hello, Delusive Angie Jumanji.
Can someone drop her? I don't think she knows she's in here.
I haven't got the powers to do that. Jelly, I don't know if she knows she's in here. Oh, okay.
Are you alright, Kaylee?
No, I'm pissed off.
Okay, well, do you want to talk about it?
No, I wanted to get in the box and explain to me how I wasn't a good friend to her.
Oh, I didn't realise that's what was said.
Because even when we fell out, I still defended. I still turned around and said that that woman wasn't Canadian Angie, that Rickster was trying her out. I still confirmed things and denied things that were said and weren't true and were right or not. I even went to her, right, when I saw the video clip of Shez trying to sell pictures to Corey. I even went to her because I knew she'd be upset. Well, I thought she'd be upset, right, because of what was mentioned in their messages. So don't you sit there, right, and tell me that I wasn't a good friend to her, right? When even when we wasn't fucking speaking, I still went to her to make sure that she was okay.
But you're talking to her in the comments, though. You're talking about her, so if she's going to reply, goddess.
I went to her and reminded her who that Shez woman was. And I even told her, don't get upset about her.
This is the thing, people don't see all of everything. Like, anytime Cal's got a message about really bad things, she would pass it on to her. Don't let that, bro. One person has said you wasn't a good friend to her. Don't even let that get to you. Let's be honest, you don't even know who it is. Do you know what I'm saying?
Sorry, apologies. I'm back in the room. I had a phone call. Sorry.
You've missed it.
What have I missed?
Canadian Angie, come in the box.
Oh.
Come on, you didn't. You didn't.
Timmy, do you know you're in the box? Yeah, I just had a phone call, Rach. Sorry. Thanks, Ash. Yeah, I just had a phone call, Rach. Sorry.
Anyway, I'm putting in a confession.
What have I missed? Why has it gone all quiet? Who's been flogging Kales?
Because I'm just trying to keep my calm and not lose my shit on the line, Zola.
I'm just going to jump up for a bit because I know Kales is a little bit stressed at the minute, as I would feel exactly the same way. But I just want to say to you, Kales, you know yourself the truth. You know the situation. You know how much of a good friend you were to somebody else. Don't let the comment of somebody that doesn't even know who you are.
No, but even when I left Teresa, right? Even when I left, and I was having nothing more to do with her, even though she was slagging me all over the app and everything. When I saw that video, right, on Snow White's FYP, I went straight to Will and said to Will, contact her. She does know who that woman is. She just needs a memory refreshing, and I want to make sure that she's okay.
Yeah, and
right?
I
got in
know
touch
that
with. We had a 2-hour phone call, Teresa. Do you know what I mean? And then even then after that, something else came up, right? And I said, and I didn't know whether to go and speak to her or not, and she wouldn't listen.
I remember.
Right?
I remember when she was talking about you all over the app and stuff like that, because I was around you at the time. I remember when you received a message about something, and even when she didn't deserve to be contacted after the things she was saying about you, you messaged me and said, "I need your advice. Do you think I should tell her about these messages that I've been receiving?" I said to you, "Should you fuck? She don't deserve to know nothing."
No, but then I ignored everyone and went to go to EQ Minx's box and real time show it.
Yeah, I know.
I remember that. And the only time I remember you having anything negative to say was the situation that happened when you went into her box and said about the situation with your daughter and how you'd obviously explained that situation to Canadian Angie, and that you were obviously explaining your point of view. The only time you ever said anything that would be remotely bad was then, and it wasn't necessarily at her. It was just your frustration at how could somebody that was once your friend basically dig you out on such a personal situation.
Yeah.
So this is why I'm saying to you, don't let one person's opinion affect your whole mood, because they clearly have no idea what they're talking about. I don't even know you like that, and I know that you were a good friend to Canadian Angie. I think that's why a lot of people were shocked when you did fall out. So Canadian
didn't fall out, I walked away.
Well, yeah, Canadian Goddess can kiss me bum. But Jelly, Canadian Goddess just had a bit to say about Chaos. You basically accused her of not being a very good friend, which...
Yeah, 1 second. Let me just show you 1 second.
Has she gone from the chat?
So you stopped replying.
So I'm sorry, Chaos. I was on a phone call.
Yeah, exactly, Bev. And that was it. She was saying a lot in the comments, and Georgia and Kales had both asked her to get in the box. And when Georgia had said to her, like, just come up and have a conversation about it, her response was that she doesn't really need to speak to Kales about anything. But then
then shut up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't ask.
It's not really fair.
And also, when Kales left that site or whatever, people always ask what happened, and Kales would never say anything. Yeah, so...
I don't think she explained it to me until, like, way over, like, a month and a bit. Like...
I'm just going to mute a sec.
These are my last 2 messages to Canadian Angela.
I don't think so, Burna Boy.
So the 6th of January, I told her I was so proud of her, right? Because that was when the live had ended, after she'd had a go at after she told Bella and T-Pen and all that, like what she exactly thought of him, yeah? And then that part there, I don't know why it's shrunk, I don't know how to... Let me try and find a different green screen.
You can just read it out, if not.
Hang on. There. That was my last message I sent to her. So that was the 8th of January when I removed myself from everything.
Did she ever reply?
No.
So that's respectful. You did it off the app. You know, there was no drama. But yeah, there was definite change once you...
And I never once slagged her off. The only thing I commented on was her behaviour when she called Mama Kaz a cross-dresser. And then when it became down to when she was on about the grooming stuff.
It's funny, the message about...
I've never sat there and slagged a character off. I've never sat there and said this or that to her or anything. Do you know what I mean? I've not called her this and that, and I have this weekend, because everything that I thought I knew it might not be even fucking true. None of what she said to me could be fucking true.
Hi, Angela.
Hey, Maddie.
I've got a little bit to say on this people and different personas, and I hope the person's listening. You don't believe anything until you actually meet a person. Right, don't fucking believe anything. I'm fuming at the minute. I am. Sorry, this is the other side of me now. I'm a good person. I'll help anyone, but let me tell you now. I've met people on this app, and I've been shit on by people on this app that I've actually met. So even the person that they say they are when you meet them. And I mean, I'm talking about somebody who was in my life for a long time, met my children and everything. Yeah, it turned out they weren't the person they were saying they were. So I've just come in to say that be very careful. Everybody on this app needs to be very careful, because it doesn't matter who you speak to. It doesn't matter how real they seem, who you meet on their side, anything. But I'm telling you now, just be very careful, everybody on this app, because everybody isn't who they say that they are.
Mad, I'm so sorry that that's your experience, darling. I'm so... Obviously, I think I know where this is going, and I will message you when I come off. But I'm just so sorry that's been your experience.
Yeah,
me too, Maddie.
Yeah, that's sad.
But I am going to say, people can't sit there and turn around and say that I never had a back and everything, even when we wasn't speaking, even when I left and I wrote that message to her. I still wasn't being nasty, I wasn't being mean, I wasn't being cruel.
Yeah, do you know why? Because that's the empath in you. You know what people do? They see an empath and then they take everything they can from your weak parts. That's what they do. Yeah, they see an empath and they take from them. Take. And that's it. For as long as you're helping them, they don't need to help you. They're fine.
And yeah, I have commented on this weekend, and I have been pissed off, and I have said shit. Do you know what I mean? But I'm bound to be.
Mm-hmm.
You tell me who would sit there for hours on end having certain conversations about really fucking personal shit for hours on end, listening to someone cry, and then have to sit there over the weekend and think, was all that bullshit? Was any of that real, what she said?
No, none of it was, because let me tell you now, I met this person and like I said, they were in my life.
No, but do you know what I mean? No, but what I'm saying is,
this is the point where I lose it now, because I'm sick of people being taken advantage of on this app. People who are empaths, people who do care, people who preach that they advocate for mental health and things like that, and then you have a massive breakdown and then they don't stick around for you. Okay, so no, it wasn't. Anything she told you was obviously all a load of BS, because she isn't even the person that she's saying she is. I hate
but
getting
she's not just talked to me about stuff, right? She's talked about personal stuff on the app. Do you get what I mean, Maddie, right? But then I've had conversations with her off the app where she's cried and cried and cried over stuff, do you know what I mean? That she's had to speak about and whatever else.
Yeah, so, I know exactly what you mean.
And now this weekend, when it's all come out that that's not even her.
Can I just say, can I just clarify for people in the chat that Maddie and Kales are talking about two separate people?
Yeah, we're not talking about the same person.
No, obviously Kales is speaking on Canadian Angie, and Maddie is speaking on a situation that's very personal to her. So, but isn't Canadian Angie, just for clarity. So.
Yeah, no,
but then to have someone that was a mod for her for about all of 5 minutes to turn around and say that I wasn't a good friend to her. And I was never a good friend to Canadian Angie because I've spoken on her this weekend and I've said the shit that I've said.
Cows, people always, as you know, listen, please listen to what I'm saying, okay? Are you listening?
Mm-hmm.
People will always say things on this app when they've not seen everything. They've not seen every conversation you've had with her. Nobody knows the conversations and lengths of time you spoke to each other off the app. Nobody knows shit. And then they talk because they've seen you on the FYP, which is a minuscule part of your friendship, and then somebody just comes in the comments and puts someone you've never had a conversation with. You know your truth in the situation. None of us do. Not Alicia, not Maddie, not anybody. You and Canadian Angie, the only two people in this world that have experienced the relationship you two had. And in my opinion, from the smidgen I've seen, you have every right to be hurt. Don't let a random person who sits on TikTok in the views and comment you wasn't a good friend trigger you. You know you was a good friend. If you know that in your heart, then fuck it. Let them think what they want.
Yeah.
You get me?
Yeah.
And I can relate because I went through a similar situation when I stopped being friends with somebody on here and people were like, you wasn't good a friend. I know I was a good friend. Now just let people say whatever they want, because the truth is everyone has tunnel vision on this app. It doesn't matter what the creator that does or says that they've done. They would disappear for like 2 weeks and say they don't support them, and then I'll go straight back to them.
And Shield Maiden in the comments makes a really good point as well. Can we not address how poorly a friend Canadian was and is? She's an older woman behaving badly. I mean, take the last thing out of it, the older woman thing. You know, everybody's saying what a bad friend Kales was, or somebody is saying what a bad friend Kales was. Why isn't anybody saying what a shitty friend Canadian Angie was?
Yeah, exactly.
Can you imagine sitting on the phone to somebody for how long were you friends for? 9 months?
From like the end of March to January the 8th.
I don't know the amount of months that is, but let's just say it's 9 months. I can't bother to work it out.
It is 9 months, yeah.
Sitting on the phone to somebody, telling them about your deepest, darkest secrets, having full-on conversations, like talking about really personal things for months and 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 months on end, spending every day on the phone to each other, and you find out that person isn't even that person. Imagine. Like we all get heartbroken when we're in relationships and they don't end up being the person you think they are, like let alone somebody who was your friend. You get me?
And that's what I'm saying.
Live about this the other day.
That will sound shocking enough, but when this person comes into your actual life and becomes a part of your family for a good 15, 16 months, something like that, and then just gets up one day and then leaves and then just don't return and cut you off, cut you dead.
Yeah, that's effed.
Neil, can I ask you something? Did you ever speak to her just on the telephone, or was it ever like a FaceTime, or did you ever?
Mary, I've said this all along. We never FaceTimed. It was always
so you never actually got to see. Yeah,
but I'm not one of them people. Like Georgie can tell you, I'm not one of them people that will dig and dig and dig to find information out about you in conversations and stuff like that. If you don't want to FaceTime me, you don't want to FaceTime me. I'd never approach you with it. Do you know what I mean? Like, I never even asked her a surname because to me it was irrelevant. Do you understand what I mean? Like, I didn't care.
Yeah, because just what somebody obviously put in the comments of, like, we go so far to teach our kids about online safety and what's actually safe on this app and everything. Hey, Fufi. So I think sometimes, especially with this app, we need to kind of take, like, our own advice. Do you know what I mean? Like, our own safety
100%.
advice. But obviously this has happened too. I'm not saying this is against you at all or anything against you, because I've also had, like, a live on this other day. It's like, this app is it's like a cult mentality. So you have, like, and this isn't aimed towards anybody in these boxes, by the way. It's just basically on the subject. You have, like, so you have, like, EQ and EQ's little evil cult, and then you have Delusive and her little cult, and then you have Red and all these people that they all kind of follow each other. Like, I would be interested to know when do people decide to actually do things for themselves rather than just following a creator and their, do you know what I mean? And what they say and what they do. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
So, like, I think a lot of the time on this app, people need to start just thinking for themselves. So, like, say I was following Jelly and I followed her, like, for a long time and I was always in her boxes. I've obviously got my friends and that are always in and out of my boxes. But we always pull people up on stuff. So say Jelly had been homophobic, I don't know, to Jake or Kales in this box.
I'm straight.
No, I know.
I'm joking.
But I'd been homophobic to someone. Like, we have to be able to call her out for that. Not just because I like her, because I follow her, because I blindly follow her. There's no excuses for that in my eyes. You need to be called out for that. There's so much that people just follow people blindly and excuse their behaviours.
Yeah, we see this a lot in places like CA's community or EQ's community. They all just agree what she says and they go along with it.
Yeah, but again, Jake, how regularly do we discuss that in here? That, you know, about not following people with blind loyalty before you.
But I didn't always agree with that. Was the thing. We'd have full blown arguments on the live.
No, I'm not saying you.
Yeah, no, this isn't about you, Kales, because you and her did pull her up for
but
things
every
and
time
stuff
you
like
that,
that.
she shut you down. Every time I noticed that as well.
It's just that in general, as adults, we need to be looking at.
I went in on Delusive.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, but we need to be looking at making those decisions for ourselves. So you're not just going in. This is just an example. You're not going in on Delusive just because Canadian Angie hates her, or you having to stick by Delusive because Canadian Angie likes her. Do you know what I mean?
But this is the thing.
Say something. Not JV in the comments, right? I completely understand that you're saying that Kales was having a friendship with somebody that's a green screen, but there was once a time, you know, before the internet, where people used to send each other letters as pen pals. They had absolutely no idea who the person was on the other end.
Wait.
No, George, let me just say something, right? That woman sent me pictures, right, that I later found out this weekend came off her daughter's fucking Facebook.
But Kales, regardless,
so it wasn't like it was a green screen. She actually sent me pictures and stuff like that.
Regardless, you put your trust into someone that you didn't necessarily see full on, right? But people used to have pen pals. People used to talk on chat rooms before webcams to people on the internet that they did not know. You really cannot.
You can't remember
judge someone for that
program.
And 1 minute, Therese, Jenny's just asked me if I could remind everyone. Yes, I will do that. Heart me's, please, guys, if you're new in here, send your heart me to Jelly. It is her birthday tomorrow. We'll have all the heart me's, tap the screen, share the live, and don't forget, Jelly After Dark, 9 o'clock, over on Favourite.
Are we saying that we shouldn't be following green screens or befriending them?
Well, that's basically what they're saying.
But you know, the thing is, I've followed
Don't you dare all unfollow me, you.
No, I followed No Face for a long time. I didn't see him till I met him the other week in when we went out. So I don't think that's true. Like I'm friends with TJ. I've never seen TJ. Same with Mary. Like Mary uses a green screen and whatever, but when you've got her like on off of social media, you can see her. She's not hiding who she is. Does that make sense? Like,
yeah, so I like have like video chats and that with like my
yeah, and
friends
I
and that
don't
off of this app.
disagree with green screen people that want to be on green screen at all, because you do, like, you can still, like, I've got a really good friendship with TJ. I've never seen the geezer. Do you know what I mean? And like, I know it's not like a TikTok friendship, which it is. That's what it's based on, but that doesn't mean just because he's on a green screen, it doesn't mean he's a bad person. Like, I don't know what people, none of us know. And like, I could be on screen. Anthony Q Lyon was on screen. I know we always use him as an example, but he was on screen for everyone to see. He was still doing the things that he was doing.
Yeah.
I don't think it matters whether it's a green screen or not. Like Canadian Angie, it's weird that she used her daughter's pictures and stuff. I still don't understand why she's done it, because she's not unattractive. I don't get it. But yeah, I don't
It's
think
when
green
you're like,
screens-
when you're like, kind of like, when it's someone who's hiding on a green screen and making all these vile opinions and saying this horrible stuff, and you're putting all your faith into them or whatever, and you're agreeing with what they're saying, and you're defending them in comments and lies.
Yeah, but Jake, you could be on camera having vile opinions and stuff. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't really make it, for me, it doesn't make a difference.
No,
like,
yeah.
she is now, but it just, like, the way she looks or who she is, it doesn't really make a difference. She's still a bastard, either way.
I feel like
I just kind of think that, like, say it with your chest, though. Do you know what I mean? If you're going to sell that stuff, at least show your face.
Well, see, the reason why I don't show my face, actually, Jake, is because I've seen the way that this app is. So I came in on Drama Talk, so I've seen the way this app is with doxing, all this sort of stuff. And mine's is more to protect my family, my daughter, for people actually coming for their side, because they don't choose to be on TikTok. They don't choose, do you know what I mean, to have the stuff and that comes out of my mouth. But if I get to know you as a person on this app, and I have made a lot of friends on this app, do you know what I mean? And I feel comfortable enough, then, do you know what I mean? We do video chats offline, we do this and that. But because of the way this app is, like, I've already been threatened to be doxxed, people have threatened to come for my child, people have threatened to come for my family on and off this app. So that's for me to keep myself safe.
Are you only a green screen, Mary, on TikTok?
Yes.
Okay,
I've seen Mary's face,
my
in our
opinion's
doxer.
kind of against what you've all said. I'll be honest. I understand people want to protect their families and they want to, like, and please don't think I'm coming at you or anyone else who has said otherwise, but if you want to protect your families that much and you're worried about being on this side of TikTok, then I don't think people would be on it. And I also feel like people who use green screens half the time are doing something wrong. Now I know that's a strong statement to make. I just don't get why people. I don't understand why people are green screens. I don't get it, because if you
This
was
is the
at
thing
home,
as well, though, because, like, even if like somebody found me or doxed me or whatever, I literally lead a boring life. There's nothing to dox, nothing. Like, I'm confident in myself that, and the reason why somebody put it there, sorry, is this because of what I say to others? No, it is because I am willing to stand on this app and call out others for their behaviour, whether I do that brutally or not. People are going to take offence to it, because
and you know that will make
people
you a
don't like being
target.
called out. Yeah.
And okay, cool. Okay, fine. That's good to hear that perspective. So you call people out on the bullshit on this side of the app, and you know that if you're on there, it's going to attract a lot of targeting and exposing. So you'd rather just stay as a green screen, because then...
Yeah, because then they can...
But then when you build friendships with people, did you say you just talk to them and you've got your camera on and that?
Yeah, we do like WhatsApp calls or FaceTimes or anything like that.
I was just going to say, like the Observer just put it in the comments, I would prefer to use a green screen due to a lack of confidence. And I think, especially if you're new to going live and things like that, a lot of people will use a green screen as a comfort, because it's easier to talk at your phone without your face being on there. Like, I would feel very uncomfortable, even though I'm quite confident in talking now. I'd feel very uncomfortable with just my face being on the screen and be talking at it. I don't know why. It just feels a bit more personal when it's your face, and it leaves a lot of room for people to also make, horrific comments and things like that. And if you're not the most confident person, hearing those comments, whether it's from a troll, I know you shouldn't be bothered, but it can still get to you. So I do understand why And also what Debbie said, I couldn't look at myself. It would drive me insane. I don't know how YouTubers make videos because looking at myself it would send me under.
As well. Basically, I can't be bothered washing my hair every day. That's what I do.
Yeah.
AI on Mary, because I'm lazy. And just for anybody that needs any clarity versus my AI, I am fatter in real life. I've said it before, I'll say it again.
I think it just depends what you're involved in and what you're saying. You know, some people behind a green screen and they're just horrible. I-E-C-A. You feel me?
I
feel
do
like
understand where you're coming from.
That's where it's like not you.
You know, hers was weirder because she actually put up photos.
But can I explain something as well, right, with the CA thing or anything? So I don't know whether people heard her in the lives and stuff like that, but a number of times she would say that she had anxiety and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? So I'm not going to force someone to come on a fucking FaceTime.
Do you know...
if you have something like that, do you get what I mean?
I'm real Kales. I thought you did FaceTime her. I thought you had seen her face in some capacity.
Do you know when I'm on Gingerbread, I feel like I can take on the world, but I say stuff like with my face showing as well, but I don't know, because I've got friends that use green screens and I know who they are and what they're about. It just doesn't, like, green screens don't bother me.
I'm going to drop down.
I'm going to say something now as well, right? I was that much...
Oh, thanks, Lexi.
I'm going to say something now, right? Had Canadian Angie, and I've said this before really or anything, and it might sound wrong to people, right? But had Canadian Angie ever said to me at one point, you know, like in conversation, like off the app, listen, Kales, I've got something to tell you, that's not me on them pictures, yeah?
Yeah.
It's my daughter and everything. Do you know I would have never have outed that on this app?
I've just remembered that Canadian Angie called me fat once and I'm furious.
No, but do you know what I mean? Like I wouldn't because I felt like she was my friend.
It's like not everything's based. Yeah, I get it, Kales. I don't think that it's.
But this is the thing, though. As Alicia said, green screen or showing your face, everybody's just as bad. The way I see it, right? Even if you're green screen or you're showing your face, right? If I'm a bad person, a horrible person, if I've done all this bad stuff, blah blah blah, it's going to come out.
If you're
TikTok.
If you're a Ken, you're a Ken, regardless of
exactly. It's always going to come out.
Maddie, what did you want to say, darling?
I'm going to drop out now. I've dropped you a follow, Kales, if you wanted to message me or something, and then we can have a chat behind the scenes about sort of stuff, because you've obviously been through something similar to me. And Alicia, I'm going to drop you a message because I need to talk to you privately about something.
Okay.
If that's all right.
And I'll message you later, Maddie.
I feel really important.
Yeah. Thank you, Jelly. Yeah, I've still got to message you my story. I'll send you my WhatsApp anyway, Jelly, and we can talk on there better about my situation on my story.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Take care, bye.
Maddie. Yourself.
Everyone just...
Can I ask a question off topic for any parents in here? Do you have like loads and loads of odd socks?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm sat here with like bags and bags of odd socks and I want to cry.
If you go in your do you use a tumble dryer?
Yeah, no, I've checked all of that. It's just like it's just my sheer laziness, I think, where I just don't check things.
Somebody just put in the comment, chat, therapeutic junkie. That's what I think about the Canadian Angie thing as well, right? Fair enough, if she wasn't confident, she wanted to use her daughter's picture. She's a beautiful woman either way. Do you know what I mean? She's a good looking woman, older or younger. But it's just weird that the weirdness to me about this is that she used her daughter's persona and she had her daughter come on camera to interact as her.
Yeah, that's
what's really weird to me.
Georgia, can I ask? Obviously, because you've not seen my face. So do you think I wouldn't take offence to you if you said, yeah, by the way, that's why I'm asking. So do you find it a little suspicious?
Do you remember earlier when I was on here and I was like, I want to see your face? Do you remember that?
Oh, yeah.
So, like, it's not that I find... Okay, look, if someone has a green screen, someone has a green screen. But what I find is when people have green screens and they behave in appalling ways. And it's like that you're a green screen. So, like, you can sit there and dox people. You can sit there and say the most vile things and genuinely affect other people. And nobody has a clue who you are. or you're pretending to be someone else. That is what bothers me.
Yeah.
Because you're essentially using your platform as a false anonymous person to bully other people. And then you'll sit there and talk about other people's weight, appearances, who they are as a person, but no one can say nothing about you because... Apologies. No one
You can say it about me.
you. But if we
My
was to build,
AI, I'm fat. Don't worry.
if we was to build a friend, because we've been in quite a lot of boxes now, and I like you from what we've spoke about, and then if we was to like have a friendship off the app or text or something like that, I would ask you.
Yeah, no, and that's fair. Like I've always said in here before, when there's been less people, like I'm not hiding behind anything. I only have the picture up just because I thought it was quite funny at the time. I just don't have my face on here just because, and I would happily, if somebody
but there's other reasons. Some people don't do it because of confidence and stuff like that. And I can't lie, this app has given me so many confidence issues from people slandering what you look like and your weight, or you've gained weight, or this and that. So I understand from that perspective. I just think it's how you use your anonymous account.
Yeah, definitely.
Not you specifically, because you're all right, to be fair. Like your voice things and you're nice. But like some people use it as an opportunity to like see, she's pretending to be somebody else. She's been behind a green screen. She spoke about somebody's baby loss. She spoke about people's appearances and weight on end. Sat there every night for God knows how many months talking about people's personal lives that have been exposed on this app, and had so much to say about it. And we didn't even know who she fucking was.
Yeah. It's
and then the
wild.
minute it's happened to her, she's disappeared and doesn't like it. And everyone's like, what about her mental health? What about everybody's mental health that she mocks over and over on this app?
Cockapoo's in here, right? And I wrote it on the post. This is what pissed me off, right? Is people want to sit there and say that she's being bullied. Well, I'm not being funny, and I know at one stage I went in on hard on Cockapoo, and I did, right? But Cockapoo and Red both had the same fucking treatment, if not worse, than what Canadian Angie's had this weekend.
Yeah.
Right? And them two probably had it even fucking worse than what she's had it this weekend.
I'm deceased at that account, sorry.
Do you know what I mean?
Socks.
So for people to sit there and say that she's being bullied, it's a fucking joke.
So can I just confirm then? Did she say she had no children?
Yeah.
Did she say that to you in private as well?
She said that she can't have children, Corey said yesterday.
No, she didn't say that she couldn't have children, right? She's never said that she couldn't have children.
That's what she said to Corey.
No, she said she would never have any more. She'd never try again to me.
So she said she'd never have any more.
Yeah, so she said. So what she said was
after
because
she lost the babies.
Because she said she'd had several miscarriages, and then she'd had the stillbirth, that she couldn't go through that again. That's what she said to me.
Which it could be true.
Yeah, in the phone call she said she can't. But you know, the thing is, I hate to discuss things like this because obviously it's very sensitive and I wouldn't ever want to, but it's just mad that you're having conversations like this when you have children walking on this earth.
And said you had no children.
Crazy.
That's the mad thing.
Yeah, that's what I
But
mean.
you
You're
know
saying
what, as well, Alicia, as well, right? I remember not that long ago, before all the After Dark. I don't know if it was before. It might have been after. I don't know. The timeline's not important. Sorry, I'm getting carried away. I was discussing pregnancy and infant loss, and she came in the room, and like the thought that I made a conscious effort to pause the conversation and say,
I remember that.
Look, I've just seen you come in, Canange, do you know what I mean? I'm not being funny. I'm just conscious of the conversation and how it might be triggering to you.
Yeah, I remember that as well.
I won't take any offence. And I followed that up with a message afterwards saying, like, I hope you don't think I was being funny and that you understand, you know, my intention was pure. It was purely because of the nature of the conversation that I didn't want it to upset you in any way.
And that's blessing because obviously you've actually experienced that, so you're going out of your way to make sure it's okay, and you've actually experienced that and gone through that. So it's like mocking it.
it says more about you as a person than it does her. Do you know what I mean? Because you've made, and I've pulled Top Girl up on live because she had said something before and she wasn't aware of the situation that Canadian Angie said she was in. So we've done the right things, I think.
But you know what? Even though I did that, let's take all of this stuff out the way, right? Let's just say none of this green screen slip had happened and nobody knew that it was a photo or whatever, and everything was still the same. Even then, I still feel like what an absolute Kent you've been because of the way that you treated Talia with her loss. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, even then, that made me question it, because how can somebody that's experienced that treat somebody else in that way?
And this is what I turned around and said, and George will say, like, I kept my mouth shut because, like, I don't want to talk on people. Like, I've never been through it, right? So I didn't want to turn around and say, well, you've been through this, so how can you be like that with it? Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I didn't want to speak on
It's hard to address.
Let's just say, for argument's sake, let's just say that she has used every aspect of her daughter's identity, and the loss that she talks about, you know, if we're running scenarios, the loss that she talks about was actually, it's her daughter's story, okay? And she's used that. Imagine talking about child loss the way she has about Talia, knowing that your daughter, and I'm not saying that is the case, do you know what I mean? It's just a disgusting thing to do.
Whatever she did, the way she questioned Talia was wrong, because you're trying to get her to prove something. Well, now we need you to prove who you actually are. You come and prove it. That's what we want to prove who you are.
Even if I didn't believe it, I would not ever.
Yeah, you wouldn't say it publicly, and like, regardless, I said before, even if it's not true, it doesn't matter. Like, the impact it's had on so many women on this app is insane.
Yeah, it's just a conversation that shouldn't have ever been had.
100%.
But she felt comfortable doing it because she had EQ's backing.
Yeah, and she was.
That's why she's run away. That's why she's not on the app. Who's backing her?
Yeah,
Can
I just bring this up as well, right? Because Shield Maiden has just said she was calling younger women hoes, right? And I want to bring this exact point up because she dragged me in a live and, in fact, made me really uncomfortable in my own live to the point that I panicked and I dropped my live because I didn't know what to do or how to react because I had Ben in the box. And she was digging Ben out, Papa Blaze. She was digging Ben out and saying that he'd called her a hoe, a ginger hoe, and she was
Canadian Angie.
She was digging him out in the comments, and then started to say on her own live that I think that's what you were talking about, Teresa, wasn't it? When I didn't realise she'd been talking about me.
Yeah.
Was that I'd made her to feel like she'd been silenced because I wouldn't let her speak and stuff like that. At no point did she ever request the box to address him. And then it turns
go in the comments and ask if you could jump up, like if there was a problem.
Then it turned out that it wasn't even Ben that had said it. It might have been Rent-A-God Billy or something. All the time while she's running around calling women hoes anyway.
Cause she, like, what? There's something not right
I
there.
think
'Cause
she's
why are you coming
jealous
over
of
from
younger-
Canada over to this side in the first place?
I think she's jealous of younger women because she said a lot about Sophie Bailey. She said a lot about me, like she's spoken on my weight, the way I look. She's called me a hoe. She's done all of these things to me. I've heard her saying disgusting things about Sophie Bailey, and I think she doesn't like younger women. But it's just like it's just so messed up to use your daughter's pictures and to say the things you've said on your daughter's, like with your daughter's face, is just insane to me. Who would do that to their child?
It's fucking weird. And why would your daughter come on and do it for you?
That's another thing, isn't it? But I do think she will come on. I think she's going to come live at some point because she's made those comments. She's just coming with a story and she's obviously seeing who's going to stick by her and who isn't. But she will, whether it's on here or favorited, and she might be on private, but she's definitely going to be on.
Can I just say that Alicia, I think she had the perfect time to apologise to me publicly and I would have had her back. Now, who's the loser now, Canadian Angie?
No, she's not Alex Brigham. You're a liar.
Is she on fake accounts, Kiki? Is she on fake accounts, I take it then, just going around the app? She's probably in here.
Probably.
You're weird, Canadian Angie. What are
Hi,
you doing?
Canada.
You're weird.
Oh, Canada, oh, Canada.
Can we also point out that
It's
it's
live.
their daughter that she never had?
She's not live.
Oh my gosh, she's live.
Fuck
I
off,
told
Dave.
you, Jelly, she was watching this. She was
not.
been
She's
watching this
just
whole
been in.
time.
Alex just said she's live.
No, but Alex is lying. He's trolling.
Oh, block him.
She also made out that she never had kids, which is wrong.
Yeah, this is what I don't get. So she made out she never had kids ever. She had miscarriages. obviously to go on about the Talia thing, and she never had kids, and she could never have kids. Like, that's weird as well. Like, what? Is she one of those people that just seeks, like, you know how people can glob onto other people's stories to make people feel sorry for them? I can't remember what it's called.
Munchausen's.
When you spend your day on a public app just talking about people and tearing them down, you're unhappy in yourself. You're so unhappy in yourself, because the minute this conversation about the miscarriage come up, Alicia was like, I actually feel a bit uncomfortable talking about this, but I don't understand whether that part's true or not, because da-da-da. Like, when you are a normal person, you have empathy and you don't want to sit on a platform and do those things. She didn't care. She was like, she didn't lose no fucking baby. No, she didn't lose no Like, to even do that, you're wild. You're absolutely wild.
Yeah,
I think your daughter needs to come and take you off the app, love.
I have that feeling.
He's just gone into the Lulu's. Sorry, Dame.
I have that feeling. Canadian Angie's daughter's gonna come on TikTok.
Really?
I think because her Facebook got exposed, her Facebook went onto private, so surely she's aware of what's going on now.
Yeah, she would have had to ring her and say, you need to take your Facebook down because...
What, she's actually gone into Delusives?
Yeah, she's into the comments because she has a banner, don't she?
I have that feeling the daughter's got... This is the next story that's going to happen.
Right, can we all green screen Canada flags, please?
No.
Oh.
No.
I'm not associated with Canada.
I am.
Oh, I miss the
When are you
days
gonna
of just
change your
beefing
name?
each other. I'm changing my name to Canadian Alicia.
No, it's Evil Alicia.
I remember when
Never.
Alicia's green screen slipped in my box battles.
There's my... What is that? Who is that?
Why has it got big ears?
Is that an ear?
What is that on the side of her head?
It's a ghost.
Cook tea. Right, I'm
That's
just
not
up next
me.
to cook tea, but thanks for letting me up, Jelly.
This is supposed to be now?
Hi, guys.
Bye, Mary.
Bye, Mary.
She's in Delusive's comments.
Right, what's she saying?
They're all begging us to get in the box.
No, I'm begging her to get
I'm looking at the comments now.
I just want to apologise to Alicia because she's probably going to get the blame for this whole life later on.
Oh, wait, this is... Do you want me to read the comments or not?
I'm going to be heavily dragged.
She said, I don't know. I don't know what that's about. And then she said, yeah.
I haven't got a cancer.
It's the same old Alicia, Georgia, begging
You're
off my
lying
name.
now. Georgia, stop making up lies.
She said in the comments that we're begging off
Screenshot and
her
send
name.
it to me.
That's the thing. Georgia's the least reliable person on the app.
Georgia, behave yourself.
I don't lie,
Is she in there?
This is a really serious live and you're ruining it.
It's a really serious live.
Oh my gosh, do you know what? Everyone's a traitor. Bev just said Jelly has lost 200 viewers since it was announced that she's been in that live. Oh my gosh.
She said in the comments, EQ is threatening her to step up. Let me see if I'm blocked, Bev, because on my new phone...
She's saying EQ has threatened her to stay off the app.
I've just said that, Georgia.
She's in the comments and they're supporting her. Wow.
EQ's threatening her. This is wild. But wasn't EQ saying...
Yeah, that we shouldn't be bullying her.
Yeah, I'm confused. Was that like a double bluff?
Because EQ said on that video that she's reached out to Canadian Angie, and I think Canadian Angie has rejected the friendships and that EQ switched. I'm so intelligent.
Which account is Lulu on?
I have that feeling she's probably panicking.
Yeah, I think I'm blocked on that one.
I think she misses Dame.
I think she misses me. That's the main reason why she's gone off the app.
Yeah, I agree.
I kept her comments going until I got blocked.
She says she's not coming back. EQ's friend. No, I'm good, Shaw.
Right, Canadian Angie, give me 10 universes and I'll back you the whole way.
Canadian Angie.
I'll even drop Kales.
Canadian Angie.
I swear to God, Georgia.
My only condition for Canadian Angie is if she publicly apologises and says that she fancies me heavily.
I would never drop Kales.
I'll drop everyone.
Angelico.
I'll drop Alicia.
You drop
first.
Alicia for Canadian Angie?
100 million%.
Oh my!
I'll drop her for anyone. I'll drop her for £1.
I'll drop you for delusive Angie. If
You
the
are
cult accept
delusive
me, I'll
Angie.
drop you.
You literally are delusive Angie. I've seen you in real life.
He's coming back on, but
Wow.
he
she's
he
live,
is
right?
threatening her to stay off the app. I haven't got a cam too, Anya.
I've got a cam too.
Okay, big screen.
Play it, Georgia.
Let me open my laptop.
Off.
It's gonna. No, I've got TikTok open. It's gonna announce that I've scrolled into the live, and Delusive Angie's probably gonna go, Georgia, fuck off.
You're right, Georgia, fuck off. Stop.
Georgia, I don't understand. Can
you hurry up, please, Georgia?
Yeah. So Delusive Angie. Enter.
Delusive Angie 10.
I've got it. The cult support you, Angie.
Angie, get in the box. Fuck them. I'll turn the comments off. Just get in. Don't have to answer to anybody. Don't
Sorry.
explain nothing.
Thank God that weren't a dilly thing.
She has tagged me. Tagged me in what?
Canadian Angie has tagged you in something. We love you.
Answer. CA tagged you in something. Oh, is she? Okay.
Why did Beck just write in the comments?
I
saying,
was
"We are
just
with-"
thinking the same thing.
Yeah, you listen to me, Angie. Yeah, we don't care.
Do you know what I would do if I was her? I would come on camera. I would come online on camera.
Yeah, I'd be like, yeah,
That's exactly what I said, Alicia. I'd just come on camera and I'd be like, this is me.
This is
I'm
me,
what?
so what?
Wait,
Yeah,
somebody
literally.
commented to her, we don't care who you are, we just enjoy you and your show. So they're basically saying, we know it's true, but
I'm here for you, Canadian.
I'm me, who I've always been, but I will be back.
What'd she say?
She said, it's gone. Let them talk, I'm me, who I've always been, but I will be back.
Oh, when she coming
Let
back
them.
tonight?
Effectively, she's saying, irrespective of the green screen, she's always.
Hey, Angie, you just get live tonight at 12 o'clock.
It can't
Yes,
be 2
please.
days, because that'll be like you've missed the
Yes. What the rest
I want her on tonight.
I want her on now. I want her to go live and just
She
like,
isn't gonna own this shit. She's gonna continue pretending that she's a fucking daughter.
Wait.
No offence.
Let them talk,
Look, she
I'm
lets
me,
people she
who
knows
I've
in the
always
box anyway.
been,
It's
but
not
I
like she
will
lets
be
everyone in,
back.
so she don't have to answer to anyone if she don't want to.
Yeah, no offence, yeah. I mean, I'm not interested in your life.
Make sure you
What
send
you look
Delulu a
like,
lion.
What this, what that. I don't really care. No offence, like. Justice for CA, absolutely.
Somebody said your daughter's hot, can I take her out?
Bedtime street.
Agreed.
You're interested in the money? Oh, go away.
Eternity said, that's it. There's far worse things happen on here. This is nothing.
Oh, go away.
I know, even if you don't want to talk to anybody tonight, just come in, put it on mute, no, don't put it on mute. Turn the comments off and read us all a good night story.
Bro. Yeah, so the comments are really supportive.
Anyway, let's just see if she comes back live tonight, I suppose.
Yeah, I can see if people have had a close relationship, they might have a little bit more to say, but we ain't had, like, I haven't had that close relationship, like, you haven't.
She does look good for 65. Is she 65?
No, she's 59. I never said anything about her.
Don't really talk to many people.
I said it's not that deep. That's what I said. I said I don't really care. What are you talking about? I didn't say anything.
Oh, wait. Canadian Goddess is in the comments.
You called it appalling.
Of course you will.
Angie ain't said nothing. Stop lying. Angie
I
hasn't
just
said
felt bad
anything.
for
You're a
Ricochet
liar.
yesterday. That's all.
Your nose is red. I know. I don't know. It must be too much snow. Huh?
Don't say that. Your mum's listening.
Yeah, the T-shirt. Right, I love Malaysia. Some trolls.
Torian is in the comments now.
The T-shirt. I've got it here.
Just rang me.
Torian said, Are you good, Ziana?
Oh, I'm not throwing it. Who else is in the box? Tori in.
Lady, or you can.
Hi guys, how's everyone doing? Hi Angela, how are you? So I heard Canadian Angie's been using her daughter's pictures. Is that true?
I don't know. Don't even care.
Why don't you care?
Because it's not that deep.
It's not that deep for her to be using someone else's picture. Huh? But that means she's a fraud. That means she lied about everything, which is what I said from the get-go, right?
No, I don't think so. That's something my mother would do, to be fair.
Oh, Angela, you're not even Sheila would do that because I mean you're not really Beyonce. No, I'm joking.
Yeah, and also, sorry, can I just say,
I love tea so much.
sorry, can I just say, let's be honest, if Sheila came on trolling using Delulu's picture, we'd all be fucked. Do you know what I mean? That's not exactly the kind of daughter that you want to look. And yeah, fact, Sheila does look better than Angie. So, do you know what I mean?
Canadian Angie, talk, babe. Oh, I'm loving this. I'm sorry. I'm fucking loving it. Justice for all my friends. From the bullying that Canadian Angie and her little evil clan have done. Canadian Angie, so you really are shriveled up and...
Hey!
Myself, Angela. Gemzino actually did say it. I don't even like Gemzino right now, but she said it.
If that is Canadian Angie, don't care if it is the blonde woman. Well, she's really pretty, so she doesn't need to be.
Oh, this is what I'm saying. You don't like to lie to your followers. She ain't fucking pretty. She's pretty damn up. I'm not joking, but she ain't really... I mean, compare that to the actual picture that people thought. I mean, it is a big difference, right? Don't you think? It's not ageism. Shut up. Someone said I'm being ageist. Am I being ageist?
Hello.
Levi, what the hell do you want?
I'm the king around here.
Oh my God. What, are you the cult as well? Angela, you took him back. Angela, you forgive too easily.
Who? I've never had an issue with Levi.
Oh, okay. I love Levi. Bun Levi.
A big forehead.
You're so beautiful, ain't you, Torian? I am. I mean...
Did he just say Torian, she's got a big forehead?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I think, you know what, doesn't really, are you really bothered what Canadian Angie looks like?
So, I take that personally.
Honestly, I don't really give a fuck.
No, so there you go.
I don't really care, but at the same time, your whole, you as a light, you lied. You fooled everybody.
It's good to find out who she is, but I wouldn't want anything to happen to her like Rick's was trying to imply yesterday.
No, I don't. No. I never said that. I don't want nothing to happen.
Like Rick's, like I hope some of the trolls do say, I wouldn't nothing want to happen to her. But
I mean, all I want to say is calm as a bitch. Just saying, because I mean, when Canadian Angie and Evil Queen was friends, Canadian Angie was just a bitch, and I bet now she feels guilty, and I bet she wants to apologize to everyone that she's done wrong.
Yeah.
That is really scandalous.
Oh, for God's sake.
Canadian Angie, hopefully she
Someone said Canadian con.
I'll jump in your
look
box
at that.
tonight, Angie.
God's
Because
on
you
my
will be
side.
back. Stop it and get back live at 12. Stop these haters, man.
Why do you want to
You should go in.
No, I should be forced out.
Alicia, try and go in.
What'd you say?
I think Alicia should try and go in.
No.
What's up, Patty?
Get out!
Make me.
Out of here now!
Oh, I'm gonna go now.
Liar!
I'm
Get
going
out
now.
of here.
I'm leaving.
You
I'm leaving
dirty,
because
dusty
Joanne
bag.
me.
Oh.
Your nose is like a hook. Your nose is giving
Thank you, Angie! Love you, Angie!
Who is that?
Joanne.
That was weird energy.
My laptop looks awfully dirty.
Are you okay? Me, yeah.
Yeah, me.
What the... Okay, can we... I don't need a cam 2 no more. Joe's doing too much and Gemzino makes me want to...
Oh, thank God you said that.
Frig myself with a cheese grater.
Well, that's it. Essentially, to sum it up, Canadian Angie said that EQ's threatened her to never come back onto the app. And she said that she will be back. And that's
And
it.
she's been the same person she's always been. Well, so you're
I'm
still
still the
thinking that you're going to
same.
be your daughter then, yeah?
No, she said, I'm still the same person.
Absolute cretin.
That
Absolute
could be
cretin.
anything. Well, realistically, love, if it was you, you'd just come on live and explain. realistically, if you was you, when you've been called out for the past how many years saying that you're definitely not the same person, you'd just turn your camera on and be done with it. So we know you're lying. That's the end of the story.
I mean, I've just got to say, realistically, can we believe that this app is free? I mean, gifting aside, can we believe that this app is free? Do you know what I mean? They charge us for a TV license. The shit that goes down on this app is wild. And do you know what else I want to know? What did these people do before TikTok existed? Oh my God.
Jeremy Kyle was on the telly.
Oh my God, what has DG said? I don't know. What has DG said? Where is DG? What's DG said?
What have I missed? Because my son just come in. Someone got beaten up at the park and he had to ring an ambulance.
Oh,
he's so good. Like,
that's so cute.
Oh,
bless him.
Hope it's okay.
Yeah, he's fine. He was like, I just want to come in and relax. His dad lives right next to the park, so he's all right.
What? Who said what has DG said?
What's DG done?
What has DG said? DG has never been in my box, so there's no fear he's going to go.
No, I think they're saying that he was the one who called it out before.
Oh, okay. Oh, apparently T's back in the box and...
Georgia Cam too.
Okay. She's not in the box.
She is, Torian 21.
I'm so shocked I didn't get blocked. Oh.
People, because she holds things against people. Canadian Angie has probably told her all types of personal things, so maybe that's why she don't want to give her the satisfaction of saying, you know, what she told her.
I just don't understand how you cannot come on the app and eat food. Unless
I don't know.
You know what I mean? That's something she knows. I don't know.
Do you think it could be fake?
EQ's been being a friend, so I don't know what she's saying. She's scared of EQ.
That's what I'm saying. It don't make sense.
Angie loves having Torian in the box. If she didn't, she'd just block her.
Yeah, I think Canadian Angie's lying. I'm not gonna lie. I do think she's lying.
Yeah.
Miss Pineapple, this is not about conclusive. It's purely a Canadian Angie live. So
blonde on that like she could have dyed her hair. So that could be still her in the photograph with the red hair. You know, that Wonder Woman with the blonde hair.
They're saying that she's used her daughter's picture.
As we're allowed to.
But I don't think that woman.
Angie,
The picture of
because Alicia is her cousin.
Yeah, but that woman
I'm a big fan of Angela.
That went on the camera that time. You know what I mean? So I think Canadian Angie might be just.
I actually think she's got a small school, but I thought that was like.
Why the fuck is it doing that?
Yeah, but she might have people fooled. She might have people fooled, but she'll never have me fooled because I don't care.
And can I just say something as well? If she's used, all right, so this is what it gets back to you. If she's used her daughter's picture, yeah, Liberty can tell her whatever, it's her daughter, but at the same time.
I'm going to have to restart it.
yeah, don't worry, it's boring.
Okay, cool.
Jelly, don't you ever call my Angie boring.
No, I'm not calling Delulu boring. You know that we're Team Delusive in here. We always have orange hearts in the chat.
Can we get orange hearts in the chat now?
We're an extension of the cult.
I've actually got orange hearts in my recently used emotes.
Same.
Wait a sec. Who said that? What? DA threatened a woman with her address last night, thinking it was Scotty Boy. Really scared the girl.
What is her name again? Angela.
But she wasn't on live last night.
Angela, what is it? Angela what? Woolley? What is it again?
Rooney.
Angela Rooney.
Look for Angelica Rooney as well.
By the way, she's related to Wayne Rooney.
Well, we all know he's got a penchant for the older ladies, so. No justice for Wayne, Bev. I might have let you have justice for David Beckham, but no justice for Wayne.
Some results have been removed under data protection law in Europe when I search Angelica Rooney. Angela Rooney.